Is this guy a bard by
You're not
chance?
far off, but they go by a different name in Inazuma. This young man is Kaidahara Kazuha, a temporary addition to my crew for reasons I won't bore you with. Occasionally, he opens his mouth and flowers come out instead of words.
With this fine ship and the soft sea breeze, would it not be romantically irresponsible of me not to acknowledge it with a line or two of poetry?
100% a bard. Totally a bard.
No, I can't argue with that. Okay then. Once the clash is underway, I'll give you a chance to perform.
Only if the mood takes me, of course. Poetry for poetry's sake tends to lack meaning.
Hey, you don't want to pass this opportunity up too easily, especially seeing as our great hero here might be in attendance.
Totally Vinci's cousin.
Oh, wait a minute. What's the clash? Also, just to clarify, by great hero, do you mean...
You should really refer to me as almost deity. But great hero is okay, I suppose.
Huh? I thought you might be here to sign up. You're telling me you've never even heard of it? The Crux Clash is a martial arts tournament that I hold. There'll be a whole bunch of folks taking part to showcase their talents. There are two important rules. One, competitors must be renowned fighters. We want those with real martial arts ability, not just people taking part for the fun of it. So, you've got nothing to worry about there? I don't think there's anyone out there who hasn't heard of you.
I mean, I have been a little busy.
Two, you can't take part if you've got a vision. Otherwise, things get a little one-sided.
I don't have a vision, but
You must be feeling confident, but you might want to watch out. There are a few crouching tigers and hidden dragons lurking around in Liyue.
I kind of have all of the visions, so...
And with Liyue's savior taking part in the tournament, now that's gonna turn a few heads. I think we can expect a healthy turnout this time.
Look at this where I can investigate and get shit. It's driving me nuts.
But
Hey,
we
Otter.
didn't come here to take part in a martial arts tournament.
Well, before you dismiss the idea completely, you might be interested to hear that the prize this time round is particularly sought after. Get this. It's a masterless vision.
Supplied by myself, as a matter of fact. If the tournament champion can reawaken that vision,
Hey, Otter.
it belongs to them.
There are no more treats. All of the treats were consumed, buddy. He's just looking around. He's like, I smell it. I smell a treat. There's got to be another one. No more treats, son.
Is there really such thing as a masterless vision?
Why doesn't it have a master?
When a vision bearer dies, the light in their vision will fade away. But the shell that housed that light remains. As for whether this shell has any practical application, well, this remains to be seen. But my intuition tells me that while it remains in the world, it may just be possible for someone else to inherit it.
Okay.
Yep. And the way I see it, a vision is a badge of recognition from the gods. So if anyone's able to rekindle it, it's gotta be an individual of exceptional strength and talent. Organizing the clash is my way of uncovering hidden talents. And hopefully this time, getting a vision to glow again.
Can I even use a vision? Like, I'm not like regular people.
So if you don't have a vision, this is the perfect opportunity to get your hands on one of your very own.
A vision is of no use to me.
Yeah, we're interested in getting to Inazuma, not fighting in some tournament.
Inazuma? You want to go there?
Well, why didn't you say so? Inazuma? No sweat. In that case, if you win the tournament, I'll give you a choice. Masterless Vision, or a ticket to Inazuma aboard the Alcor.
Hi.
Up to you.
There are no treats here, son. That was easy.
You just want her to take part in your tournament.
I mean, obviously.
What's wrong with that? The more talent we have, the better the tournament will be. I couldn't let a competitor like you fall through the net.
What are we gonna do? Looks like we pretty much have to do this tournament if we want to get to Inazuma, huh?
God damn it. I'm not worried.
Great. Then let's get you signed up. Head to the tournament arena in Guyun Stone Forest.
I'm mad.
Kazuha and I will be over soon.
I'm mad. I wanted to go to Inazuma. I'm just gonna have to kick
Seems like
somebody's
it will
ass.
only be a matter of time before the answer is revealed.
Well, this will be a good test of my new build, also. Go to the tournament arena. It's over there. Fast travel to this teleport. Oh my god. Go to the tournament arena. It's over there. Actually, this is probably going to be a better idea. I just wanted to go to Inazuma. Why must the world bite me so on going to Inazuma? We see crystal, we gather crystal. We need crystal. I like the music here, by the way.
Someone needs assistance.
Crabs! All the crabs.
Before we sign up, let's see who the other competitors are.
Yeah, let's size up the competitors, shall we?
Said that they had to be renowned fighters. Who will we be up against?
Uncle Yun?
Hello. Are you here to compete in the Crux Clash?
You bet I am. Have you put your names down yet?
We just wanted to take a look around first.
Well, I'd have a look at the entrance criteria if I were you.
Huh.
Then it'll allow just anyone to take part.
They'll let me take part.
The Clash is a comprehensive test of fighting ability. Anyone who turns up for show over skill is gonna get their butt handed to them. Nobody wants to see that, right?
Yeah, we heard a rule about that. So, Paimon's wondering, are you a renowned fighter?
Me? Only a former runner-up in the Chihu Rock Freestyle Combat Summit. Oh yeah.
Former runner. Oh.
Uh-huh. Also, that doesn't sound like the most official tournament out there.
You know, I don't need Paimon sassing up the competition.
What? You... Nonsense. Have you been living under a rock? It's been going on for years. There were plenty of competitors when I took part. Not to mention, I've helped the Millilith catch treasure hoarders before. There were 2 of them trying to escape. I soon sorted them out.
I will just say, we actually have double floof action. You can't really see the floof on mine, but Mana is in that floof right there, and then Otter is in the other one. So, also, you've killed, you've taken care of 2 treasure hoarders. 2. Intimidating stuff.
They tried to sneak past me under the cover of darkness. They didn't know what hit them.
Intimidating stuff.
I planted a left hook on the skinnier one's face and sent him flying. Then, the big guy pulled out a knife.
Do I get to tell him that I'm the one that stopped Storm Terror and defended the harbor at the end of this? Because I'm going to be disappointed if I don't get to do that.
I stood my ground, of course. A roundhouse kick sent the blade hurtling into a beam above us.
Sounds, impressive.
I told you. Unarmed, outnumbered 2 to 1, but I still got the upper hand. I'm not saying I came out completely unscathed, of course, but the fact remains that I did manage to subdue the both of them.
Oh my god.
And hand them over to the Millilith. I received quite the commendation. Oh yeah.
Uh-huh. But for us, even 4 or 5 treasure hoarders at a time is all in a day's work.
Yeah. I mean, that's not even a day's work. That's like, I ran into them in the wilderness and they're gonna die now. Uh-huh. Thanks for letting us know.
Alright, we're gonna keep looking around.
I'll see you in the arena, but I don't plan on losing to a pair of children anytime soon.
Yeah, no, I'm still gonna win. Even without my magic. I mean, Xiangling is built to be physical DPS. I don't need to use any skills at all. And if it has to be my Traveler, I can actually just level her up to 50 right now and give her, and she has a good sword. So, yeah.
Out of the frying pan, into the fire.
Oops. Speaking of not using abilities.
Hi there. Are you here for the Crux Clash too?
That's right. Nothing beats real-life combat for honing your skills. That's what our master taught us.
Call this real life combat?
But this tournament is more than just a chance to put training into practice. It's also a chance for us to obtain the masterless vision.
Exactly. With a vision, we'd quickly become our master's top students.
This master of yours must be pretty incredible, huh? Are they someone famous?
Famous? He's the founder of the Lingshan clan, and his skills are unparalleled. Liang and I are both proud disciples of his.
The Lingshan clan?
You probably wouldn't have heard of it. It was founded quite recently. The clan is nowhere near as famous as the master himself anyway.
Okay.
He's got to be a grand master or something. He's created many different styles of kung fu, and countless other clans have borrowed extensively from him. To the Lingshan clan, he teaches a special technique known as force dispersal.
Force dispersal?
It's a type of breathing exercise where you can train yourself to harness the energy around you and neutralize attacks without moving an inch. For example, our master can use it to alter the path of an attacking fist, or change the direction of an incoming stone, all without breaking a sweat.
One time, he sent a challenger flying into the air without lifting a finger.
Did he? Did he now?
It sure is, but it's extremely difficult to cultivate this ability. We've been training for ages and we're still getting to grips with the very basics. There's no way we could use it proficiently yet.
We're clearly not that naturally gifted, or we would have at least gotten the gist by now. If we don't start making progress soon, we'll probably run out of money to pay the tuition fees and still have nothing to show for all our training.
And you're trying to do this tournament? This all seems very sus.
There's a tuition fee?
Of course! This is a grand master we're talking about here. He doesn't have time to waste. If you want face-to-face training, you've got to show you're sincere about it.
Garbage. It's a garbage philosophy. You can show you're sincere without paying money.
But here we are, having trained under him directly all this time without even a hint of improvement. Master is getting increasingly impatient with us.
Maybe it's a scam. Maybe there aren't actually, like, maybe the techniques aren't real.
Recently,
that.
though, we heard that a vision bearer joined the Guhua clan and made pretty much instant progress in their training.
Oh yeah, I know him. I know him.
So, if we can get our hands on a vision too, maybe we can finally make our master proud.
There may be other reasons why you can't seem to master this technique.
Well, we have to try something new. Otherwise, we're stuck in the same situation.
Not a bad philosophy. That is accurate.
Exactly. It can't hurt to try. And if it turns out it does work, the Lingshan clan will go down in history.
Yeah, okay.
Folks will come from far and wide. Heck, we could even become the dominant martial arts clan in all of Liyue.
That's the spirit.
See you in the arena.
Yep. Yep, we will see you in the arena. Alright, who else we got?
Hey, youngster. Are you here for the Crux Clash too? If so, seems I found myself another new adversary.
Oh, I'm gonna beat the shit out of you.
So you're also here for the tournament?
You better believe it. I wouldn't be here if I didn't think I could walk away as a champion.
You won't.
For me, obtaining a vision is the final and most important piece in the puzzle that is my life.
Do you want to become a hero?
No. It's not about what I want to do. This is about who I want to be. I am looking to become a perfect person.
Gross.
I know how that sounds, but
Yeah,
let
it
me
sounds
explain.
gross.
I've lived a successful life so far, without any setbacks.
Then you're garbage.
I've passed every exam I've ever taken, enjoyed numerous successful business ventures, and seem to get on with just about everyone socially.
Alright.
In most people's eyes, I am already the very embodiment of the perfect person. Though, of course, I'd never let the praise get to my head. I know I haven't reached perfection yet, because there's one thing I'm still missing. A vision.
Uh-huh.
You have so much self-confidence.
Yep. Do you have tournament experience?
That's not important. I have a contact in the Crux fleet who was happy to vouch for me. So they very kindly made special arrangements on my behalf. I've also brought along a bit of an entourage for moral support. It's such a blessing, really, to have so many good friends in my neighborhood.
I am gonna grind him into the dirt and not feel bad about it.
Of course, I also put in a few good days' practice, concentrating mostly on rare and esoteric styles of kung fu. As a high achiever by
My God.
nature, I'm confident I've done enough to guarantee my victory in this tournament.
This, yeah, blindfolded into a brick wall off a cliff. Look, I'm just saying that this feels like when I was at AR, like, 13. My characters are all level 40, and I'm killing level 8 slimes. Like, that's what this whole scenario feels like. It feels like bullying. This does not feel comfortable. I'm sure you have practiced enough to guarantee your victory.
I seem to have gained another fan.
Uh-huh,
Don't
sure.
let my aura overwhelm you, though. You'll need your wits about you today.
It's gonna be unfortunate for you,
Now then,
buddy.
if you don't mind, I need to finish my pre-competition routine. It's not too long now before you'll get to see me in action.
Okay, so I'm telling you right now that if it's no weapons and you just punch people with your fists, I'm gonna enjoy punching him in the face.
So, to recap, we're up against an inflated ego, some gullible guys paying way too much for their kung fu classes, and another guy who's just really average.
Yeah, I don't know why we would see any of these guys.
Seems like you've got a pretty
Like,
good
this
chance
is-
of winning this thing.
I don't think Beto's
Come on,
stupid.
let's go sign up.
And this feels very set up to encourage us that it is weak sauce when it is in actuality not weak sauce at all.
Chinxa Village arm wrestling champion, huh? All right, you're signed up.
Ah,
Next, please. What's your name?
I'm Mizzy Cat.
Wait, aren't you? Did I hear that right?
Is it really them?
Huh? Aren't they a vision bearer, though? Why are they trying to enter the clash?
I don't have a vision.
I have to ask. Aren't you the traveler that helped Liyue fight off that ancient god?
Correct.
It's really her!
The one that spoke with Lady Kuching at the rite of parting.
Oh, I wonder if I can get her autograph later.
I am big fat famous.
I trust you are aware that only those without visions can enter the tournament?
I don't have a vision.
Really? But from what I've heard, the things you're capable of in combat are nothing short of extraordinary.
Yep.
You walk into the most dangerous situations imaginable, face off against all sorts of monsters, even the Fatui, and always come out on top.
All of that is correct.
Yep, she still doesn't have a vision, though. See for yourself.
My apologies. I didn't mean to be rude. I'm sure a great hero like yourself would have no reason to lie. Now, could I ask you to provide a few claims to fame?
Sure.
It's just a formality for you, of course, but I have to make a record of competitors' achievements as part of the sign-up process.
Okay.
So far, I've got defeated the ancient god Osile, so that's one. Do you have any others?
I saved Devalin. How about that?
Put that down. And also, defeated the Fatui Harbinger child.
Whoa.
Might as well declare her the champion already.
I know, right?
I wonder if it's too late to withdraw.
Okay, that's plenty. Actually, this is the most dazzling track record I've ever seen. By a long shot.
I mean, I am kinda, sorta, almost a god.
Right, your registration is complete. Now, a brief word about the prize. A great hero such as yourself can surely only be here for one thing. To win the tournament and claim the grand prize, namely, a vision.
Oh, we're not here for that. We're here because Captain Beto promised to take us to Inazuma if we win the tournament.
There's another prize, too? Well, first I've heard of it.
Beto must have upped the stakes this time to attract top talent.
But why would anyone want to go somewhere as dangerous as Inazuma?
I'm a very dangerous individual, that's why.
I see. So, I take it you discussed your terms with Beto in advance, then?
I'm just not that interested in visions, that's all.
Well, I'm sure a great hero has an important reason for being here.
Yep.
Anyway, the qualifying rounds are about to begin. I'll leave you to your preparation.
So yeah, we're gonna wipe everybody out in the qualifying rounds, and then we get to fight, like, actual fights.
Hey,
All
so
those people were
I
garbage.
was thinking about that whole no vision bearers rule in this tournament.
Okay.
Even though you don't have a vision, most people in Teyvat think that you can't manipulate the elements without one. So Paimon thinks you probably shouldn't use your elemental abilities during the tournament.
Okay.
You know, just to avoid any misunderstandings.
Hi, Sophie. You come early. Hey, buddy. What's up, baby? Hi. You gonna sit with Mama? He's like, I am sitting with Mom. We are sitting together. I know. What a good baby he is. Hey, puppy. Oh, little baby. All right. You comfy, Sophie? You're comfy. We're comfy. I'm comfy. All right.
In any case, looking at the competition, it should still be pretty easy for you to win, even without using any elements, right?
Yeah, well, he's not the only, these are not the only people I'm gonna have to compete against, I'm pretty sure.
All right, it's showtime. You got this.
You seem like you're raring to go. Are you ready to compete?
Not quite.
Not a problem. There's still time. Make sure you're fully prepared.
All right, so... All right. Not party setup. That's not what I wanted. All right. I have no idea if they're going to make me use my Traveler for this. So... We're just going to boost her a little bit. Just in case. I mean, if they don't, then that's fine too, cuz I don't need to use elemental attacks unless it's just ridiculous, but I don't need to use elemental attacks. So.
You seem like you're raring to go. Are you good?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Then please follow me into the arena.
All right, let's see what happens. Yep.
Our next competitor is seen
He's
by
level
many as
75.
the favorites to win this tournament. Her first bout begins now.
He's level 75.
You? You're the hero they're talking about? Ugh, how am I supposed to win now?
He's level 75. He has like no defense. Your level means
What a
nothing.
strange guy. Why was he so confident to begin with? Well, now that we've won, let's go and see
Wait.
Bruno. She'll probably have something to say to us.
Was that it? That was it? We're done? Like, that was it, we're done? What? I feel cheated. I feel ripped off. Sophie, can you just, yes, thank you, baby. Okay. Hey, Beidou. I won.
I knew I wouldn't regret introducing you as the favorite. So, what do you think, Kazuha? She totally dominated that guy and did it with style, too.
Impressive. But I also observed our favorite exercise some restraint, as if to protect the opponent from serious harm.
Yeah, I didn't want to kill him. He's a doofus, but he's not evil.
Well, I fought my fair share of battles, both big and small. And I say, after the show she put on just now, she's more than convinced me of her ability.
I can probably fix that, that vision, too, with my weird mystical juju powers that, like, purify the volunteer.
So, come on. We all know you've got a wide vocabulary in there. Can't you spare a word or two to congratulate our up-and-coming champion?
All right. Let me think how to aptly phrase these words of praise.
I see what you did there.
You fought well.
That is the appropriate response.
All right, then. I was thinking your inner poet might want to join in the fun, but I guess I shouldn't put you on the spot like that. You know, a lot of competitors came to me saying how surprised they were that Liyue's hero was entering the tournament.
Yep.
And since you signed up, we've had many others do the same, with more than a few top-tier fighters among them. I'm sure lots of them are here to find out how they stack up against you.
I don't see what all the fuss is about.
Well, since everyone sees you as the one to beat, I figure I should start treating you that way too. For one thing, we don't want you wasting all your energy in the early rounds fighting people who are well below your level. Not to mention, you must be itching to fight someone in your league too, right?
Kinda, yeah.
So, I'm putting you straight through to the semifinals.
Alright then.
Huh? But we only just started the qualifiers. Seems like a crazy system if we just skip straight to the semifinals.
This is how Captain Beidou works. You won't persuade her otherwise.
Alright.
Besides, at your level, you would have made it to the semifinals anyway.
Yeah, we're just saving a bunch of people getting beat up by us.
To be fair, Paimon was thinking that too.
Alright, I'm gonna watch some more of the tournament. If there's any potential contenders for you out there, I want to know who they are and what they're about.
After a long wait, your opponent in the semifinal is finally
We're
decided.
finally here, folks. The real show is about to begin.
The captain seems to have high hopes for this tournament.
I mean, I am a badass.
I have not seen her so excited in quite some time.
Mm-hmm.
Your opponent has fought many rounds to get to the semifinals. This makes him a seasoned warrior.
No, it doesn't. Killing stuff out in the wilderness that's trying to murder your ass the whole time, that makes you a seasoned warrior.
You may well be stronger than him, but this should not give you cause to lower your guard.
I haven't forgotten why I'm here.
Very well. Show me that you are ready to push through the storm that lies ahead.
Should let me fight with my girl.
Alright, that's enough chit-chat for now. The audience is waiting. Go find the crew member that signed you up. She'll take you into the arena.
Alright, so now we gotta do this again. But we know that they're gonna make us use her. So I mean, there's not much I can do. I think she's got artifacts right now. Yeah, she's got really good artifacts. She doesn't really have a set per se. I mean, she's not sucky. She's just not as high level as everybody else.
I'll whip one up in no time.
Alright.
Your opponent in the semifinals is new to the Crux Clash, but he has quickly become the dark horse of the tournament.
I know I'm gonna know somebody in this. D-Luke's probably gonna be in here somewhere, and I'm
I do
gonna
not
have to kick
doubt
his
your
ass.
abilities, but I would suggest that you make sure you are fully prepared before you begin.
I am as prepared as I can get.
Relax. My girl's at the top of her game. She ain't gonna lose.
I'm ready.
Okay, follow me.
At last, the moment we've all been waiting for. The semifinals have begun. Who's it gonna be this time? The hero or the dark horse?
I don't care about the prize.
He just wants to beat
You're
me.
a strong opponent.
Yep,
That's what I'm here for.
he is 90. Yes. Trying to watch my. Trying not to get tagged by that stuff. Get away from him. Come on. Got him. Whew. That was close.
I'm sweating all over. It's a good feeling.
Yikes.
Congratulations. I was beaten by the best. I need to train harder.
You fought very well yourself.
Right. For a moment there, Paimon was a little worried.
You and me both, Paimon.
If you had a vision, you'd definitely be one of the strongest around.
I wanted a vision once, when I was a kid. People said that if you're strong enough, you'll have your chance to get one. But mine never came. I lost interest eventually. You can't depend on a vision like you can your own body. I've fought and won against vision bearers before. The power they have was given to them by the gods. I don't envy it.
This guy's alright.
Huh? You mean you didn't sign up to try and get your hands on that masterless vision?
No, I didn't. I only wanted to pit myself against other fighters and see who was the strongest.
Okay, Goku.
Only in defeat can you understand your weaknesses and learn from them. So I'm pleased with today's outcome. I don't often have the pleasure of experiencing defeat.
You're welcome.
Wow. Now that's true strength talking.
Right?
If you have the chance in the future, please come and spar with me again. I will be stronger next time.
So will I. Literally.
By the way, do you know who else made it into the finals? Is it gonna be someone even tougher than you?
Whether they'll be as tough as me, I don't know. But what I have heard is that they're extremely quick.
Ew.
So don't get too cocky.
Gross.
There he goes.
Don't put your feet
Maybe we should
on the
ask
keyboard,
around,
love
see
bug.
what we can find out about
Okay.
our opponent in the final round. Paimon thinks we might need to up our game a little.
There you go, baby. What a good boy.
Racing.
I love Sophie. He's a good boy. Alright, Uncle Yun.
Ah, it's you! I watched your match. What a stunning performance.
Thanks.
I myself was eliminated in the 3rd round.
Wah wah wah.
Shame. If only I could have advanced one more round.
Maybe next time, huh? By the way, do you happen to know who else advanced to the final round?
Why, yes. He's the same one who defeated me. He is a formidable opponent. Quick on his feet and swift to take advantage of his opponent's missteps.
Oh, that's great. I'm excited about that.
I faltered for but a brief moment. But before I knew it, he had me on the floor. Given my stature, I have no fear of squaring off with physically strong opponents. But faced with a nimble, agile opponent such as him, I found myself completely out of my league. Still, I'm sure he'll be no match for you.
I don't know about that. If I can't use my elemental abilities, I mean... I don't know. Oh, we're gonna talk to the people we talked to before. Hey man, what's up?
Hey there! Well, where did the other guy go?
He tried to use force dispersal to deflect a punch, but instead he took it straight to the nose. There was blood all over the place.
Oh my god.
His opponent was pretty freaked out by it. He kept asking him, "Why didn't you dodge?" But he was pretty much out cold by that point and couldn't reply.
Dipshit.
"Why don't you dodge?" they ask. Because to not dodge is the very essence of Lingshun clan kung fu. It's just that he hadn't quite mastered it yet.
How did your match go?
Don't even get me started. I spent all my energy helping him get from here to the boat to take him back to the harbor. But by the time I got back, my scheduled match time had already passed and I had to forfeit.
Wah wah.
I don't dare tell my master about this. Otherwise, I'd never hear the end of it. Sorry, I shouldn't be complaining in front of you like this. I'm afraid I'm still a bit out of sorts at the moment. So I probably won't be able to help you with whatever you were here to ask me about.
Oh, alright then. Hope your buddy makes a swift recovery. Hang in there.
Thanks, I'll do my best.
Aw, poor dude. That's rough.
We still haven't got any useful information yet.
See, look how fast I am. Look at that. I don't even need elements.
Gotta know something.
Ugh. I hate that I have to use the Traveler. Parbear, I bet you're lurking, but I'm just gonna put it out there that you could have warned me that I was gonna have to use the Traveler for this garbage.
You gave an outstanding performance. Truly commendable. I could sense that you're not familiar with bouts of this kind, and it could have cost you the match. But you were quick to adapt, and managed to claim victory over your opponent. That is a most invaluable skill.
You have a keen eye.
In fact, I discerned this not from what I saw, but what I heard. The ground beneath your feet, and the pattern of your breathing. But it is nothing remarkable, for I discerned nothing more than Captain Beto did.
He's right. But in my case, I was purely relying on previous experience. I guess not using your elemental powers must be quite new for you, huh?
It sure is.
We wanted to ask about who our opponent will be in the final round. Do you think they'll be stronger than the one we faced in the semifinals?
Of course they are.
Not exactly. Contenders that reach the finals aren't necessarily stronger. They tend to have something unique about their style. As for the guy you'll be facing, his skill lies in his speed, and he has superior form. It's also obvious that he's seen his fair share of battles. What's the matter? Worried that you've bitten off more than you can chew this time?
It's vital that we make it to Inazuma.
If that is the case, then I have a proposal for you. Let's go somewhere a little quieter, shall we? I haven't properly introduced myself yet. In the land of Inazuma, I was a wandering samurai.
Yeah, we could tell that from your getup.
But
But at the same time, when you talk, you don't really sound like someone who's used to waving a sword around.
this is accurate.
It is true that I am versed both in literary and martial traditions. But on the straggling path of a wandering samurai, is there harm in acquiring a surplus skill?
You should always be learning. Never stop learning. It's good for you, as a human. Never stop learning.
I do not mean to flaunt my martial prowess, but I myself have witnessed reputable fighters hailing from across the lands. I do possess some knowledge regarding your opponent's particular skill set. Given your talents, a few hints from me will be all that's necessary to bring your opponent down.
Ooh, we're fixing it.
Hang on. Don't you think you're bending the rules a bit there?
Gathering intelligence is an essential part of any duel, You must know your enemy. Besides, our favorite here has fought many battles on their journey from Mondstadt. Such impressive feats require more than just bravery alone.
You betcha! Wait a second. We never told you that we've been to Mondstadt.
I mean, we did say that we saved Dvalin.
Does one not leave a trail when traveling through the wild? In return, nature also leaves its traces upon you. However, there is only so much that can be discerned from these traces. I sense that many things about you elude me still. These are the things I am curious to know about.
Uh-huh.
Come with me. Some post-match entertainment is in order.
Yeah, okay. Follow Kazuya to a more peaceful place. All the way over there? Oh my god. Fine. Oh my god. Me running around. Ugh.
Race you! Boba, get them!
No, you burned the crab up before I could, because I accidentally hit the button. Right. Yep, he's totally Animo-Vision, I think.
Now that we're alone, let me cut to the heart of the matter.
Yeah, sure.
You are skilled in manipulating the elements. And not just a single element, but multiple. Is that correct?
No wonder you didn't bring this up at the arena.
Paimon knew that you were hinting at something from the moment we met. You've known all along.
That's right. If the other contenders were to catch wind of your elemental abilities, let's just say it would cause some unwanted misunderstandings. If I'm not mistaken, you share these considerations, given your reluctance to use elemental skills even in the heat of a match.
Yes, but how did you know?
When I talk about that which I see or hear in you, this is not poetic symbolism at play. I mean these things in the truest sense possible. Since a young age, I have been attuned to the tidings of nature. I hear the breath of the wind and the whispers of the leaves.
Uh-huh.
It is things of this nature that I also hear from within you. Nothing more.
As crazy as all that sounds, somehow Paimon still believes you.
I mean...
My humble abilities are negligible compared to your incredible feats.
I've been busy.
To think a human could wield the elements without a vision.
Not really a human, but okay.
And not to mention your incredibly complex scent. Like that of some mysterious being.
Hey, stop evaluating us based on our smell. It's weird.
Could you perchance enlighten me as to how you managed to obtain your combined elemental abilities?
All I did was touch a statue of the Seven.
Extraordinary. So then, might I be so bold as to inquire how exactly it is that you learned to channel elemental energy and even wield it in combat?
It's all thanks to Paimon's companionship.
Aw, it's nothing really. Paimon just told her whatever came to mind. It's been a long journey, and many things have happened along the way. Somehow, she just naturally learned to use the elements through it all. Honestly, even Paimon doesn't understand how it all works.
Perhaps such unfathomable things are the essence of the gods and the visions they grant.
Maybe.
However, I still wish to have the honor of seeing how you wield the elements. Perhaps it may yet reveal something to me. Of course, I too shall share with you all that I've learned. That will make it a fair exchange.
Fair enough.
Now then, let's test your skills, shall we?
Oh. Defeat the monsters. Alright.
Go. Race you.
Da-da-da-da-da-da. Oh. Okay.
Steady as stone. Time to clean up.
Oh, we're done. Okay.
Your skills in battle are truly beyond reproach. Even with your opponent's speed, he shouldn't be able to
Hello.
overwhelm you. Your opponent is skilled at controlling his breathing and maintaining balance.
Hello, Phoenix.
Which enables
How
him
are
to
you?
execute moves that many would find impossible. He relies entirely on the element of surprise to defeat his opponents. In other words, as long as you remain mindful of his ability to detect weak points, then his attacks should pose no threat to you.
I'm good. It's been a pretty good day. We're trying to get to the next area in this game so that I can get a special fishing pole because I love fishing, and that's how I live my life. And I'm low-key obsessed with this game right now, so I've been playing the crap out of it.
Please, save your thanks. If anything, I should be thanking you for the opportunity to witness
But you're
your
not gonna let me
command of
do
the
that when
elements
I fight
that defies
dude.
all known
Like,
principles.
you're not gonna let me use my
The world
elements
is a truly
to actually
mysterious
fight the
place,
man.
it seems.
What the hell?
And one
Okay,
will
fine,
always
whatever.
encounter that which is still unknown.
You seem kind of obsessed with visions, but don't you already have your own?
Yep.
Why are
Right
you so intent on
here.
exploring the connection between visions and the elements?
Yeah, I might have like fishing in games is like it's a really good way, and this is a pun, but I don't care. It's a really good way to hook me in.
I desire to know what meaning visions have to the gods,
'Cause yes.
and what influences the gods' decision to grant humans these visions.
I mean, I don't really like fishing in real life. I've tried it. It's slimy. I'm okay with it. I'm okay with not doing it. But fishing in video games, sign me up.
My
I can do it for
apologies.
hours.
You must be completely in the dark regarding such
And
matters. For allowing me the honor of witnessing your mystical ways, I am willing to answer any questions you may have
I am
regarding
indeed
Inazuma.
in the dark, so please enlighten me.
So that's what you're curious about? Then allow me to tell you more.
Oh, we're gonna have a cutscene, big cutscene?
As you well know,
No,
a
absolutely
vision
not.
hunt decree is currently underway in Inazuma.
See, I'm not worried about that because I don't have visions. Like, they can't take my powers because I don't have visions.
Visions are a gift bestowed by the divine. People that have accepted this gift are now having their visions confiscated inexplicably. Sometimes in circumstances that leave their original recipients dead. In the outset,
Ooh.
supposing each of the
I didn't
seven
know they were
archons had
murdering
their
people.
criteria for granting visions to living beings, then does the current Electro Archon now doubt these criteria, or even the act in and of itself?
The Electro Archon is in my party, and I need to get to Inazuma so I can level her up.
Not to mention, with no new Electro visions having been granted for such a long time, it would seem that we can infer something of the Raiden Shogun's feelings on the matter.
She sounds less like an Archon and more like a tyrant.
Are we gonna have to fight her? Can we use her to fight her? I feel like that's slightly rude.
As far as I know, she is an Archon that pursues eternity. She will relentlessly carry out her will with no regard to what others may think or feel.
Okay.
Liyue's contracts are meant to benefit all who reside within Liyue. But what does Inazuma's pursuit of eternity bring to its people? It goes without saying that the people locked within Inazuma do not fare well these days.
It's unfortunate. We should go over there and bust it up.
Sounds a lot
Which
like
we're
something
gonna.
the god you encountered in the beginning would do.
Yeah, the god that knocked me out of the sky and stole my brother, and yeah. Good night, Phoenix. Rest well.
Oh? Have you encountered the Electro Archon before?
I'm not sure.
With time, we will change. But the Shogun will remain the same. If you wish to find her, she will forever be there.
Yeah, so take me there.
There will come a day when I too shall wish to understand the answers to eternity from her. Ah, the time for your match is approaching.
Oh, right! We got so distracted talking about Inazuma that Paimon forgot all about the tournament!
I mean, that's kind of important time.
If you have no other matters to attend to, then we can return together.
Sure, let's go together.
Very well. Let's go. I wish to see who will obtain the vision.
I don't care about the vision. I just need to get to Inazuma. Enter the arena to fight the final opponent. I don't wanna. This is me trying to pull it out the time. Oh, that's right. I actually do need to... I need to go here and do this again. Reject join requests. Alright. Oh, it's an instructor feather. Elemental mastery doesn't matter in this. I can't... There's nothing I can do here. Like, I need to accept that I can't really do anything. I can make myself level 46. I can... 226, 19, and 3. Yeah, physical damage bonus. Like, I need that. So, yeah. We gotta keep the sword. I can't enhance it because I don't have the materials. Yeah, we're just gonna have to go with it. Alright.
Why isn't he here yet?
Good question.
Never mind. We can start by making your entrance first. Everyone, listen up! Your attention, please! We've reached the climax of the Crux Clash! This is the final match! We've seen many exciting battles today, and now, at long last, the two finalists have emerged. Now, I'd like to introduce our first combatant. Though few have seen her, her reputation knows no bounds.
Truth.
She strikes fear into the heart of Osile, and the mere mention of her name causes even Fatui Harbingers to turn pale in the face. Introducing Liyue's Traveling Hero!
Wow!
Hello. How you doing?
I've been waiting for this moment.
I'm gonna get my ass handed to me in front of all of these people, and it's gonna suck.
I'm sure everyone witnessed her thrilling match in the semifinals. But today's final round will surely take things up a notch. As for our other combatant, he still hasn't arrived. Oh, come on, what could be taking him so long? You can't just forfeit for not showing up like in previous rounds. This is the finals. Apologies, everyone just sit tight.
Maybe they got the match time mixed up?
We've got no other choice. If he doesn't show up, we'll just have to postpone the match.
Wait a moment. Something doesn't seem right about this. Captain Beto, perhaps we should check on the prize. Traveler, come with us.
Oh, he stole it. He stole the vision.
Let me see. It's gone all right. The vision is missing.
He didn't want to fight me, so he just stole the vision and left.
Huh? Did somebody steal it? Who would dare do such a thing in broad daylight?
We don't know when it was taken exactly. I never thought that someone here would have the guts to cross Captain Beto.
No need to worry. Even the craftiest sleight of hand does not escape nature's watchful gaze. The culprit has only acted recently. They will not have gotten far. The vision was the prize that I had offered, and it was my responsibility to look after it. I will be certain to get it back.
Oh, okay, okay.
Well, if you insist. I'll leave the matter to you then. I'll stay here and try to offer some explanation to all the spectators that came to see the match.
If you would, please come with me.
Seems there's nothing else we can do.
But we're on an island. Where could he have possibly run to?
If I can teleport, so can other people.
Come with me. I can sense the winds are coming.
Maybe. Let's see here. Wanted to check something. It's not the one I need. I need the Paimon. We want that. Nope, there he is. Okay. I was just curious. Is teleporting a me thing? I mean, maybe. Alright. I need to take a break. So we'll take a break and then we will keep going. Maybe we'll get to Inazuma. I'm not stopping until we get to Inazuma. So that's how that is. So yeah, hang out and we will be right back after these messages. Okay. Sorry about the slight delay. I was checking my personal Twitter, and one of my friends was in a car accident, like totaled her car. It's like, oh, so I was making sure she was okay, and then I was eating. So we'll put this back, and I'll eat more of that later. Yeah, no, yeah. Posted a picture of the car on Twitter. It's insane. I'm just like, oh my god. And she wasn't seriously hurt. And when you look at that car, it's a miracle that she wasn't seriously hurt. Oh my god. The front of that car ceased to exist, basically. Alright. In other news, we gotta stop the thief.
Huh? A wind current?
Yep.
The winds have come at an opportune moment. Let's seize this chance. Ride the winds upward. From there, we can continue our search for clues.
Just, actually just do this.
By the way, what made you suddenly think of checking the price in the first place?
I heard it the moment it was stolen.
Well, then why didn't you stop him?
Right?
You'll see shortly.
Alright.
The winds are guiding us forward. The culprit is on the opposite shore now.
You can hear that too? What does it sound like?
Hubris.
Sounds like
This way.
hubris, eh?
Follow me. There may be an ambush waiting for us up ahead, but I trust that you are well prepared for such a scenario.
I mean, yeah. My problem right now is that the rings keep on not
Hoarders, they're here! Get them!
Treasure hoarders, just as I expected. In which case, please stand back.
Race you! Robot, get them!
da 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 da. Yeah, cars have come a long way in accident safety. Thank God. Like, and that actually, I'll tell a story about that in just a second. I mean, it feels wrong to fiddle with the rings like I just did, but like if I didn't do that, I wouldn't have made it. So, all right, talk to the treasure hoarder who stole the vision. So, my short version, my mom was in a car accident when I was a kid, where a truck ran a red light. I'm gonna take a drink out of my water. A truck ran a red light and slammed into her driver's side door. She was her travel nurse and she was driving the car that they gave her. It completely totaled her car, and they had to use the jaws of life to get her out of the car because it literally crushed
Is there time for a quick
the
snack?
car.
I'll whip one up in no time.
And the only thing that happened was my mom got a concussion from the impact. She was very sore and she had glass in her hair. And that's it. Other than that, she was completely unscathed. And it was a miracle. I don't know how it happened because I saw that car and I mean, I've been in an accident like that too in my Beretta. So it's...
You caught up with me?
Yeah.
How is that possible?
I mean, you're garbage.
I had even prepared a boat to ensure a quick getaway, and still you caught up to me.
Yeah, give me the vision.
No boat could ever match the speed of the wind.
The wind? What are you talking about? Oh, I get it. Your vision. Drat! If I only had a vision. Or if I could activate this one, then you'd never be able to catch me.
This has nothing to do with visions. You may be skilled at vanishing from a crowd, but it seems you know precious little about how to conceal yourself from nature's gaze.
Roasted.
Additionally, your chosen escape route was flawed for reasons that are too numerous to go into. And on top of that, I could hear your boasting and proud laughter in the wind as I was pursuing you. In other words, you failed to meet any of the basic criteria for a grand heist. Namely speed, stealth, and style.
You...
Are we gonna fight now? We're gonna have our final match?
But most disappointing of all is the state of the vision in your hand. It appears that the vision doesn't respond to human desire indiscriminately.
Fine, fine. I admit it. I've had my eyes on this vision for quite some time now. I decided to register after hearing that this fighting contest was full of a bunch of lousy fighters. I fought my way to the finals and...
He would have done it legit if we hadn't been in the tournament.
Aha! So you were supposed to be our opponent.
I'd intended to win the contest through skill alone all along. But then you showed up. After watching the semifinals, I knew that I didn't stand a chance. But I wasn't about to give up on the vision so easily after coming all this way. Since there was no use in trying to face you in the match, I decided to put my skills to good use while everyone's attention was on you and Beto. I was convinced I prepared thoroughly for my escape, but somehow you still managed to catch up to me.
Hand over the vision.
After all I went through to get it? I think not.
There'll be consequences if you resist any further.
I know an empty threat when I hear one.
If you give up the vision, we'll let you go.
Fine. But you'd better mean it. It didn't activate once I took it anyway. It's nothing but a useless shell to me.
You know, according to the laws of the sea, the penalty for stealing is breaking the culprit's arms.
Huh? You're not serious, are you?
Not to mention that the item you stole was a prize. You didn't show up for the final match, and you damaged the reputation of the captain of the Crux fleet. It seems that it would be only fair to brand the word thief on your forehead with a hot iron.
Whoa, whoa! We don't need to go that far, do we?
I never would have guessed you could be so cruel.
I mean, you did fuck up a lot of stuff with your bullshit.
If this is where talking gets me, then forget it. I'll risk a fight.
Sophie, we gotta fight this man, and I need you to not put your feet on the keyboard while we're fighting this man. I'm gonna adjust my leg a little bit so I have a little bit more keyboard and a little bit less Sophus. Hi. He's just rolling. Well, I'm gonna give him a second to figure out what position he wants to be in. Is that the one you want? Perfect. I can actually use my keyboard again. Alright. I know. Alright, Boogerhead.
Go.
By the way, she's a little bit of a monster.
No, no. Do what you want, but please, don't brand my forehead, please.
Boop.
He has persevered to the bitter end, and now death looms near. Yet still the gods do not bestow their favor upon him. Put down the vision and leave. I've changed my mind. No further punishment for you.
Hold on one second before I click. I'm gonna reply to this. Sorry, some things take priority. I've been in some like I said, I've been in some terrible car accidents, and I know, like, my friend wasn't seriously injured, like, you know, bruises and stuff like that. But they're gonna hurt really bad tomorrow because of all the muscles that tensed up. So I'm just making sure that they know that, because that's coming. Because I've been in a car accident like that, and it's coming tomorrow. It's gonna suck for them, and I feel for them in my heart.
Huh?
What's wrong? Are you asking for more punishment? It's up to you. Such willingness is commendable and fits the way of the samurai.
No need for that. Thank you for releasing me. You truly are generous.
Oh yeah, no, as soon as the adrenaline wears off, they're
Paimon
gonna be in a
doesn't
lot of
get it.
pain.
Were you just trying to scare him?
I take no pleasure in frightening others. I was just testing all possibilities while the vision remained in his hands.
I mean, you gotta give the vision to me. I can probably fix it.
When people are forced into a corner, that is when their greatest strength will appear. I thought it may be an opportunity for him to awaken the vision, but unfortunately, nothing happened.
So you were planning this all along?
Yes. I wanted to know whether it were possible for an extinguished vision to be reawakened. From the moment he stole the vision, I decided to use him for this experiment. I've tried many other methods in the past, though few tales tell of a masterless vision reawakening. After seeing you command multiple elements, I figured that nothing is impossible.
I mean...
Come, why don't you give it a try? Let's see if you can give me the answer I'm hoping for.
I'll try.
The vision didn't seem to respond at all.
I see. So you are also unable to rekindle the vision.
Hey, Otter.
No matter. This was expected. I suppose this vision is still mine to take for now.
Why are you so determined to rekindle the vision?
Yeah, what's the story behind this vision anyway?
The story begins with an old friend.
Cutscene.
He was once a good friend of mine. One day he asked me about a sword art of which he had heard, the Musono Hitotachi.
Okay.
I told him it can only be witnessed when divine punishment is administered. It is the pinnacle of the Raiden Shogun's skill.
Oh, it's her
A
ult. I have
symbol
that.
of ultimate power. But he replied, there must be one who can withstand it. There will always be those who dare to brave the lightning's glow. Then, the Vision Hunt decree arrived. People's aspirations were stripped away as the Raiden Shogun began to construct her ideal of eternity. While I was fleeing from place to place, I heard that my friend had challenged the Vision Hunters to a duel before the throne. A solemn yet brutal challenge. The defeated face divine punishment, while the victors gain a second chance. Perhaps he thought he of all people should make a stand. Coming face to face with the Musono Hitotachi was all that he truly desired, after all. When I arrived at Tenchukaku, the duel was over. I heard his sentence of divine punishment, his severed blade hitting the ground. Perhaps that was the glory he had yearned to witness.
Oh, it was his...
In his last
vision.
moments, what expression was on his face? Before I knew it, I had stepped forward and snatched the dying vision and was running from the scene. All I knew was that I mustn't let his hope, which burned so brightly, become buried among the ice-cold statue of a god.
Wow.
Perhaps one day, I may come to find that all I have done is meaningless. But as a wandering samurai, I find meaning in traveling and the sprawling beauty of nature that lies along the way, while still retaining the warrior way in my heart.
Okay.
Kazuha.
It's just another way of saying I do as I please.
Sort of.
All right then. It's time we returned.
Let's go. If you need to talk more, I'm here to listen.
Do not let my feelings trouble you, but thank you.
Return to the arena. The hell am I? Oh my god. Really? Alright. Back to here again. Hello? Hi, Mana. It's late. When it's late, Mana gets her toys. She sings her songs and brings her toys to me. She's mad because there's 2 drinks on the steps right now, so she can't get to me. But Sophie moved, so I can actually put my water Back in my water cup. Come here, little girl. Mana. Mana. Hey. Hey, baby. Oh, what a pretty baby. Alright. The only one who can restore that vision is Shugga. Quick, pull her out. I know, right? Like... There's a sun crab in the dirt. No, you're mine. Come here. Fucking crabs. Craft. Da 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 da. Just gonna keep running over here. There's a box right there that we're not gonna pay any attention to. Everybody left. Well, not everybody. Alright. Hello.
Huh? Did Beta leave already? Maybe she went back to her ship.
If you're looking for the captain, she was summoned by Lady Ningguang.
Oh, okay.
It seems that the Crux clash got out of hand this time and has attracted her attention.
Oh, jeez.
Captain Beto was muttering something about Ningguang being a stick in the mud as she headed off to Liyue Harbor.
It's not unusual for those two to be at odds with one another.
But still, Captain Beto was disappointed she didn't get to witness the crowning of the new champion. She had been looking forward to it for quite some time.
The one who stole the vision was originally to be this hero's opponent in the final round. He knew he stood no chance of winning the match, thus the wicked idea of stealing the prize took hold in his mind.
Yep.
In which case, the Crux clash comes to a clear-cut conclusion.
Huh? So that's what happened?
That's what happened.
If that's the case, then the rules stipulate that he is disqualified. And our hero here is the champion.
Yep.
Paimon thought we'd win and all, but not like this.
Accurate.
It doesn't matter. As the saying goes, honor given is honor deserved. Now, let me go prepare the champion's medal to award you.
So, will we be able to travel to Inazuma now, please?
Yes, I believe so. Though Captain Beto is no longer present here, I'll be sure she receives word of it. She is a woman of her word, but the voyage to Inazuma is a treacherous one. You will be plagued by a perpetual tempest the entire trip.
Yep.
In fact, the relentless rain and wind are also an embodiment of the Raiden Shogun's will to close the nation.
I don't care.
Hold on a second. You're saying she can change the weather just with the power of her mind?
She's Electro. She's like the storm god.
Let us not forget that this is one of the 7 Archons. If Liyue's Morax could form Guyun's stone forest by casting down his stone spears, then it should come as no great surprise that the Raiden Shogun is capable of summoning an eternal tempest. Suffice it to say that if you wish to journey to Inazuma,
Aye, baby.
the Alcor will need some time.
Oh, jeez.
You will be notified
bye,
once
Sophie.
all the preparations have been made.
Okay.
In the meantime,
Mana.
I intend to embark on a journey of my own.
Come on.
I will travel all across the vast lands of Liyue in the hope of finding a way to reawaken the vision.
Well, sounds good.
Paimon believes you'll find a way for sure.
Thank you. May both our journeys prove meaningful.
Sure.
One final word of warning. The part of your journey that lies after the storm
Where she is in the current scale
may
of
well
7.
prove to be the most
Barbados fallen
arduous.
to the weakest. Rex seemed pretty high up on the list. She's probably pretty strong if she's stealing all these visions. For her idea of like eternity and stuff. I mean, we're probably gonna have to fight her. She'll be the first Archon, I think, that we're gonna have to actually fight the Archon. Okay, chapter 2 prologue complete. Right. New quest, setting sail. Ask Catherine for information on going to Inazuma. Yo! We're going to Inazuma. Fucking go. Yeah. Alright. Catherine. I wonder if she is the youngest, and that's why she's focused on mortality, since Rex was said to be the oldest of the 7. Maybe? They said there was a bunch of... They talked a lot about the different Archons and how they had been replaced over time. I don't know if they mentioned her specifically during that, though. I can't remember.
Ad Astra Abyssosk. What can I do for you, traveler?
About traveling to Inazuma.
Ah, yes. I've heard that you've already made arrangements with the captain of the Crux fleet regarding your passage to Inazuma. Is that correct? Now that I think about it, it's been quite some time since I last visited those lands. Unfortunately, I don't have any current intel that would be worth sharing with you.
There you are. You're the traveler that Beidou will be taking to Inazuma, right?
Seems our intel has arrived.
The fleet has nearly completed reprovisioning. Once the crews have taken a head count, we can get underway. Captain Beidou sent me to come get you. We'll weigh anchor as soon as you're aboard.
We both had the same what the fuck moment when it was said she was an Archon. Yeah, that's true. I was like, what?
Seems Beidou is the captain
Because I didn't
of our
read her
word.
description. I don't read the descriptions because then it's more surprising when we find things out. Look, these reactions have to happen in real time. That's how it works.
Of course. There are many things that the captain insists upon. I'm sure you'll see for yourself once you're on board.
I'm sure.
So you'll be heading off then? I suppose congratulations are in order.
Uh-huh.
Whether the journey before you leads to the heights of the heavens or the depths of the abyss, each step you take is another achievement.
That's actually kind of true. There's a lot of fucking achievements in this game.
Until we meet again, Ad Astra Abyssosk.
Ad Astra Abyssos, Catherine.
Oh, it's kind of hard to say goodbye now. We practically see each other every day.
We're still gonna see each other every day.
Well, if that's how you feel, why not come and find me when you arrive? I'll be awaiting you on Narukami Island.
I knew it.
So there's another Catherine in Inazuma? See, there's no need to get all sappy now.
Well, I guess it's time for you to bid farewell to Liyue Harbor. Now that I've delivered my message, I'll be heading back. The ship is currently anchored off of Guyan Stone Forest.
I don't want to fly out to the...
Okay, thanks for coming all this way to let us know.
Just following orders. I'll see you two aboard the Alcor.
The immovable god and the eternal Euthia. Board the Alcor. Again. Oh no! I don't wanna. I kinda wanna do the teapot. Just so that it's done. But I'm not worried about that yet. We're doing this. We gotta get there. Navigate.
I can't decide whether pyro slimes taste better with salt and pepper or garlic and herbs.
I can't decide whether pyro slimes taste better with salt and pepper or with garlic and herbs. That is what she just said. Also, yes. Catherine is absolutely 100% Nurse Joy, and I'm a fan. Alright, so we gotta get up to the top rock again so that we can get to the ship, because we can't have an easy way to go. Oh, you know what? Actually, drop. This is a bad place to do it. There we go, that's better. Alright. I had to find a place for us to climb, then it wasn't. Yeah. And I want to climb up this side because the mages are on the other side. Now, we see that immune, though. That is probably slimes. So, that's fine. I'm not worried about slimes. I don't want to deal with those three mages. They're a pain in the ass. If they weren't in a bad position, it would probably be pretty easy for me to blow them up. I've got a few different ults ready right now. But, also, gross. No, I don't want to. Oh, we're right where we were before, actually. This is the same spot we were before. Alright, hold on. We'll do it this way. We'll climb up on this side. Because I would much rather climb up on this side. And just try to have to manipulate this. Because I'm pretty sure I have the stamina to make it up this way. I would much rather do that than contend with those mages, because those mages are a huge pain. And I think they're going to be right here, but I don't know. We'll see. Pretty close to where I would need to climb again, so maybe this is above them? Yes. Yes, they're down there. And they noticed me! Amazing! Garbage. It doesn't matter because they're still too far away to actually do anything. So they're not going to actually come and bother me. Also, there's a sword right there. Very shiny sword to pull out. We're totally going to come back here and do that, but we're not doing that right now. This is probably high enough to actually get to the ship, but you know what? We take no chances. Alright. We take no chances. I wonder how you're supposed to get out here. Like, the game doesn't really tell you. Is there a boat or something? I mean, maybe there's a boat. I don't know. I don't think you have the stamina to swim out here. Because that's farther than the glide. Bam.
Ah, you finally made it.
Well, maybe you should put your ship in a more convenient place, Beto.
All these years, come rain or storm, the Crux fleet has never suffered a delay. If it were anyone else, I might have set sail already.
Apologies, Captain.
Don't look too serious, I'm only joking. You're just on time. The crew have just finished making final preparations. Well, now that everyone's here, we set sail for the land engulfed by storm and tempest. The nation of eternity.
Anchors away!
Oh my god. Now we're gonna run into problems because that's the nature of fucking Sea Voyage, especially it's like this is an eternal tempest. So there's gonna be an issue. But we're on the way to Inazuma. That's the point here. We're making it. We're gonna actually get there. Oh, there he is. Hey, how you doing? Get your bingo cards. Right? Is it gonna be like a Hydra? Maybe Sirens? Could be Songwin? Like the fish people? Could be yeah, Shipwreck. Could be Shipwreck. Could be a Leviathan. Could be a giant Kraken. After braving the raging thunderstorm, the Alcor finally comes into port. Oh, okay, so no, we're just there. Bam. We sailed through the storm. The storm is done. Done and dusted. That's it. There is no storm. That's anticlimactic. Are they gonna let me loose? I don't have any paperwork. Don't I need official paperwork?
Oh, hey there.
Oh. Hey there. What's up with you? Teleport
So, you
waypoint
finally made
unlocked.
it. You sure kept me waiting, Captain. And it appears we have a couple of stowaways. Or perhaps I should say, honored guests.
Shush!
You can blame your almighty Shogun. The tempests around Inazuma have been growing all the more fierce lately. Though the fleet was fully up to the challenge, the inclement weather still caused some delay. Now then, let me introduce everyone. This is Toma, a trade partner that I've gotten to know recently.
You don't know how long I've been waiting to see you.
Toma, these two are
Oh, no need for introductions. Their reputation precedes them. It seems even the stormy seas can't keep rumors of these Outlanders' sterling deeds at bay.
Surely the rumors exaggerate.
Oh, it's sure nice to hear you say that.
Paimon, you're gonna get a big head. Stop it.
With any luck, it'll give you a head start here.
Is it gonna give me paperwork? I've already been told that I'm gonna have to have the right paperwork.
Toma's resided on Rito for quite some time now. It wouldn't be going too far to say he's the fixer around these parts. If you run into any problems here, just talk to Toma. But if he tries to pull any moves on you, I'll be sure to deal with him personally the next time I'm around.
Roasted.
No need to worry. I'm sure we'll get along just fine.
Good. Then if it's all settled, I'll be going. I wouldn't want to be caught with my sails down here. I do have a wanted fugitive on board after all.
Oh, right. Kazuha.
Until next time, traveler. Remember to give it your all, no matter what perilous storms you may encounter.
We got this.
Fair seas, Captain Beidou. Bye-bye.
I'm gonna adjust so that I'm sitting up more. There we go.
Now then,
Much better.
First things first. We need to go get you registered at the border checkpoint.
Yes. Yes, we do.
Paimon thought we were supposed to be keeping things on the down low. Are we just gonna walk into the government's hands?
Don't underestimate the reaches of the Sakoku Decree. You wouldn't be able to avoid inspection even if you tried. So we have to play by the rules, even if we're kind of bending them.
Oh. Okay, then. Hey, guess what? We're in fucking Inazuma. Alright, so, nope. Alright, we don't have it yet. We have to keep going so that we can, unlock the fishing. That's the quest here. We have to unlock the lunar event. Hold on. F8. No. F5, okay. Rito escape plan. When we complete that, then we'll be good. So that's what we're looking for. Probably soon, actually. Alright. Hello, government person.
Hello? Please state your name, identity, and the purpose of your visit. Oh, except you, Toma. You must be new here. Excuse me? Please provide the information requested and also declare any goods you are carrying with you.
We are here to find my brother.
Oh, well, I'm sorry. We cannot approve entry for purely personal reasons. So, unless you have a valid reason for visiting in accordance with the rules...
Paimon, what is your problem right now?
My apologies, but I'll have to ask you to...
Here are their entry papers, for your kind perusal.
What? Take your time. No rush or anything.
I just wanted to see what you'd say. Sorry about that.
I see. Okay. Your papers are all in order. Welcome to Rito.
So, where do we go next?
The Outlander Affairs Agency. They only check entry permits here. If you want to remain on Rito, there's a process you have to go through with them.
Alright.
Sheesh. So it is super strict, just like everyone says.
Well, let's not forget that to everyday folk in Inazuma, people from everywhere else are referred to as outsiders. As the word suggests, Outlanders aren't very welcome in Inazuma with the Sakoku Decree in force. Not even on Rito, where they've established an outsider settlement.
Welcome or not, we don't have a choice.
I like how you think. I've got a feeling we're going to get along very well. Now, let's head over to the Outlander Affairs Agency.
I want to go to the Statue of the Seven.
Most of the current rules were put in place by the administration of Rito, the Kanjo Commission.
The Kanjo Commission?
Yes, one branch of the Tri-Commission of Inazuma, responsible for growing and managing the nation's wealth. You really haven't heard of it before?
Excuse me. Bam! We're about to adventure rank up too. Okay. Go. Oh my god. I cannot stand this. We're gonna have to take like a small tiny detour. I need map. I can't stand this darkness. I can't stand it.
Race you!
Oh, this is big and fancy. I feel very much like I should not be here. I also feel like I don't give a shit. Oh, okay.
Faster? Okay, faster.
There you go. The world opens itself before those with noble hearts. Bam! So this is an island we need for stuff. This is an island we need for stuff. Perpetual mechanical array. Strange alien machine. Wow. Fascinating. Okay. 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 There's more over this way and this way. But this is what we have for now. Okay. Cool. Oops. Statue of the Seven. Alright, let's see. So this tanks Electroculus. We'll just call them, electros. Yeah. Alright, so actually, we can also tune our Traveler to Electro. I want to do that at some point just to see, like, what it's like. But, we don't need to Zappy McMunculus. That's true. We don't need to do it right now because we have plenty of shock and we're not using her. And having Earth on her may be good too. I probably should have made her Animo before we left, but I mean, I can always go back. It's whatever. Da 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 da. All right. Bam. Okay. Eureka. Hello. I can teleport in and out now. And map clear.
You've completed the entry procedures, yes? And now you want to apply for residency? Both of you?
Yes, please.
Okay, the processing fee will be 2 million mora.
2 million? For a processing fee? Are you serious?
That's right. 1 million per applicant, which makes 2 million total. Don't worry, you can trust my math.
Well, I have almost 1 million mora, but...
Paimon wasn't so much questioning your math as...
Ma'am, these two here are good friends of mine. I think you'll find I'm one face you recognize.
Ah, Mr. Toma, it's you. By way of courtesy, allow me to reduce it to 400,000 mora total.
That is a major discount.
Thank you ever so much, Miss Eureka. But as this is just a processing fee, I think 600 mora should cover it if I'm paying on their behalf. I'll treat you to dinner too. How does that sound?
That's not how you haggle! By all means, bargain the price down!
Shut up, Paimon!
Alright then, as you wish, Mr. Toma. I will make a record.
Much obliged.
Oh my god. Residency application is processed smoothly at the Outlander Affairs Agency. Who is this guy?
What? She went from 2 million down to 600? There's something seriously wrong with people's sense of finance around here.
Reminds me of someone else's strange relationship with Mora.
It's not as mind-boggling as you think. Processing fee is just a figure of speech.
Again, who is this guy?
The way some here at the agency see it, the fees are easy money. So it becomes a question of how much they can make. So when the day comes that some poor merchant from overseas with more money than sense gets stuck here and needs to apply for residency...
Oh, hello. I'm just gonna go ahead and point out that you didn't tell me that I was gonna have to use the Traveler for the Crux tournament.
Then they'll milk them for all they're worth.
Exactly. It's at times like this that having a local friend really comes in handy.
Doesn't anyone push back?
Yes, but when you're an outlander in Inazuma, far from home in this closed nation era, there's very little that can be done about it. The most that overseas merchants can do to look after themselves is stick together. That's how the International Trade Association came about.
So it's a trade association built by and for Outlanders?
Yep. And as well as advancing commercial interests, the association provides help, support, and structure for Outlanders trying to survive on Rito. Essentially, it's an association devoted to both commercial excellence and survival skills.
The Raiden Shogun feels further away than ever.
Sounds like just staying alive is an achievement when you're an Outlander in Inazuma.
I see. So this is the real purpose of your trip. Yes, given that you are Outlanders, it's certainly a lofty aspiration. After all, the Raiden Shogun is the most exalted and revered one in all of Inazuma. She is a deity who reigns on high, while all other life gazes up in awe.
Your delivery on that was a little bit sus, Mr. Man. I still have to find a way.
I was going to say nothing is set in stone when it comes to who you will encounter in this world. Who's to say you won't happen to run into the Raiden Shogun one day after lunch?
She's in my party. I can run into her anytime I want.
And is that likely?
Okay, I'll give it to you straight. I know of a way to introduce you to the Raiden Shogun.
Really? Wow! The Rito Fixer's better connected than we thought.
I mean, it will take all the resources I have at my disposal, but it can be done. However, before we get there,
okay,
connections come at a high price. You understand?
Not you too.
Of course.
No. In this instance, when I say price, I'm not talking about Mora. In fact, there's no real cost as such. It's just that if this is something you really want, you'll have to agree to help other people solve some of their problems first.
Okay.
I like to do things in a way that keeps everybody happy. It's my own personal rule for dealing with situations like this.
Okay.
Sounds very reasonable to Paimon.
Sure.
You're the man in the middle, so you have to trade favors to keep everyone indebted to you.
So what's the job?
Why do I get the feeling you're making me out to be some sort of crook? Never mind.
Because you're
Here's
acting
the
like
situation.
one.
As I touched upon earlier, the members of the International Trade Association are constantly struggling to survive. Recently, things seem to have gotten more difficult than ever for them, so just go and check things out. See if there's any way you can help. The head of the association is called Caricio, and he's a good friend of mine. Go talk to him. I'll wait for you here.
Go to the International Trade Association and understand its member situation. Okay.
Huh? Hello there. You must be seeking refuge with the International Trade Association. The Outlander
That hat.
Affairs Agency took you for all you're worth, I suppose.
Very nearly.
Good. That's a relief. You need to be careful, or you'll find yourself losing your savings all at once.
We heard the association has been having some difficulties lately. Is that true?
Yes. Left, right, and center. Obstacles at every turn. But that's nothing new for us.
The Sakoku decree certainly makes things difficult for anyone who wants to come here from overseas.
But it's not the root cause of our woes. The Sakoku decree might restrict our scope of activity, but in and of itself, it doesn't stop us from being able to enjoy a comfortable existence. No. What's really squeezing us Outlander merchants dry is those Mora grubbers from the Kanjo Commission.
Okay.
Oh, of the 3 commissions, that's the one that oversees everything on Rito, isn't it?
That's right. They impose astronomical tax rate, unbelievable regulations, and that's not the worst of it. They just issued a new tax decree recently that, for some reason, completely changes the way we pay our taxes. It used to be Mora, but now it's something called Crystal Marrow.
Crystal Marrow? What's that?
something that most of us in the association had never heard of before either, until the new decree came along.
Oof.
Eventually, one of the older Liyue merchants recalled that he once shipped a batch of it to Snezhnaya in his youth. So, in order to pay our taxes, we began an arduous search for this crystal marrow.
It's pretty garbage.
But then we found we'd only managed to create a bigger problem for ourselves. The rising demand for crystal marrow drove the price higher and higher. Now there's only one vendor who even has it in stock. We can't get a hold of it anywhere else.
Isn't that what they call a monopoly?
Exactly. So this vendor keeps pushing the price up, and we have no choice but to buy from them because the tax decree forces us to. It's a vicious cycle. The consequence of which is that our taxes will soon exceed our profits. And once that happens...
This is absurd treatment.
We've tried communicating with the Commission directly, but this is a nation where the cries of a few struggling merchants will never be heard over the ever-present roar of thunder. Fontaine, my dear homeland. I miss you an awful lot at the moment.
Sounds awful. They're really bleeding them dry. What do you think we should do?
I think we should try to negotiate.
But Carice is the head of the association, and even he hasn't had any luck. Not to mention, we're Outlanders too.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
Right. And besides, I think this may well be the fate they've ordained for us.
Okay. Well, we could try tackling the problem by going to the other party involved.
That vendor. I've actually done business with him in the past, but after a point he stopped contacting us. I have no idea where he sources this stuff.
Well, it definitely sounds like he's being unfair. How do we find him? We could go talk to him and see if he lets anything slip.
Yep.
Hey, that's a pretty good idea. Since you're not affiliated with the association and you're new to Rito, he may just let his guard down. If I remember correctly, our usual meeting point with him is under a tree by the coast in the residential district. See if you can find him there.
Okay.
Got it.
Does it have like a stall or a store? Or he's just under a tree? Rando under a tree? Oh, there he is.
Huh? I don't think I recognize you. Are you new arrivals?
Yes, we just arrived.
So, what do you need with me?
Where do you source your goods?
The sheer nerve. You don't go around asking questions like that. If I gave you my sources, I might as well hand you the whole darn business. Trade secret. Got it? You know what trade and secret mean, right?
Don't have to talk to me like I'm stupid, man.
This guy's got a bad attitude.
Agreed. Can you reduce your prices?
Ha! Are you even buying? Oh, I see what's going on here. Karisu and his associates sent you here to try and plead their case, didn't they? They're wasting their time. The price is non-negotiable, not by a single Mora.
Hey, what's your problem?
Get out of here, go on. Tell them they're lucky to be buying from me in the first place, and they ought to be more grateful. If it weren't for me, they'd be in seriously hot water.
What are we gonna do? There's no talking to this guy.
Let's go talk to Toma.
Good idea. Let's check back in with him.
I have no idea how long this quest is. I have no idea how long the next quest is. You don't understand. We have to unlock this so that we can get the fishing pole. This is non-negotiable. Has to be done. So, yeah. Oh, really? Fine. Ugh.
Should I close early?
That was quick. You resolved it already?
Actually, we're having a little trouble.
You're going to have to help us help you.
No? Well, by all means, tell me what you need. I'll help as much as I can. Getting you to go fixing things when you've only just arrived is quite a demand.
What do you know about Werner?
Oh, that guy? I'm familiar. He used to be a bit of a sorry sight, selling shells that he collect on the beach just to get by. But he seems to have suddenly shot up in the world recently. I can only assume he must have found himself a patron after leaving the International Trade Association.
Huh. You're saying he used to be a member of the International Trade Association? So he's an Outlander too?
Yes. Couldn't you tell when you spoke to him?
Seemed like a Mondstadter to me.
That's right. Werner was born in Mondstadt, then went into the shipping business, trading between Leah and Inazuma. When Inazuma closed to the outside world, he was one of a group of Outlanders that ended up stranded on Rito.
Huh. What a bummer.
The International Trade Association was initially very generous to him, but over time, with decree after decree, the association members found it increasingly difficult to make ends meet.
So he left the association and turned his back on them.
I'm sure it's more nuanced than that. I believe even the most ungrateful and cold-hearted of people still have some amount of gratitude and warmth left in them somewhere.
Got it.
Really? Is that all you need to know?
Yep.
Well then, it sounds like you may have found a way in with him.
I don't know if this is gonna work. But the thing about it is, if he's an Outlander, then I can report him to the commission and for being a monopoly, and they'll roast his ass because he's an Outlander. So
What are you doing back here? Just because I got plenty of time on my hands doesn't mean I want to waste any of it talking to you.
it was the wind that led me back here to you.
Huh? Where's this coming from?
Dandelion wine, which should be nice on a day like this.
Mondstadt? You were talking about Mondstadt.
Oh, I can give him a Mondstadt. Something from Mondstadt. Let's give him a dandelion seed.
Goodness, I can sense it now. So familiar, but I can't remember the last time I was there. The scent of Mondstadt. Oh, how it takes me back.
May the Animo Archon protect you.
Oh, my hometown. The home of freedom. How I long to go back and visit.
It's working!
So, trying to play my heartstrings like a liar, are you? I know what you're up to.
Close your eyes.
Huh? What is this? What are you up to now?
Just close your eyes already!
Listen closely. Doesn't it sound familiar?
You mean the sound of the ocean?
Grilled tigerfish. Get it while it's hot.
Leah Harbor. I can see it so clearly. Oh, and the sound of the waves. The calls of the merchants.
May the flames of virtue spread to all and never be extinguished.
Xiao lanterns. I'm right there at the lantern right. Oh, look at them floating up into the sky.
Stop being a shit to your own people.
This guy has a really active imagination. Either that or he really does miss Liyue Harbor.
Paimon, shut up.
Liyue.
Here, have a silk flower.
Wait. Stop. That's enough. Don't make me relive it anymore. My poor heart can't take it.
A lot of people out there sympathize with the position you're in.
You mean the folks from the International Trade Association? And I suppose they are far from home, just like me. Often, I'll sneak down to the shore at night and listen to the sound of the waves. I like to imagine it's the voice of my hometown, carried across the ocean. I've run into folks from the association more than a few times doing just that, but I always hide my face and slip away. Don't you think I've wanted to talk things through with them and free myself from this anguish?
Well, no one's stopping you, so...
They're so resilient. None of them had anyone else to rely on, so they rallied together, committed to finding a way to survive. But I couldn't do it. I'm not strong enough, so I caved. Those people, they'd make the smallest of promises, offer the most measly benefits, and I'd do whatever they asked of me. And make Mondstadters look like the worst people in the world.
Who are those people?
All right, I'll tell you the whole story. It's eating me up inside, and I can't take it anymore.
Are they gonna come and arrest him right now?
You ready to talk now?
The International Trade Association will protect you.
But I betrayed them. I can't show my face there.
Come on, you scaredy cat. Look, you messed up, but now it's time to make things right. So come on, get it off your chest. What's the deal here?
It's a scheme by the tax collection Ashigaru. Keijiro and his companions. They start by overtaxing the merchants, then take the extra crystal marrow they receive and stockpile it. Once the merchants run out of places to buy crystal marrow, they get me to sell that extra stock back to the merchants at an extortionate price, with the proceeds going to the tax collection Ashigaru.
It's plain evil gouging them like this.
I'm their puppet, yes. But my cut is a tiny fraction of what we take in total. It's barely enough for me to live on.
We need evidence.
Evidence? You're right. Without conclusive evidence, he will never admit it.
This is a town of paperwork. Do you not have paperwork?
Now that I think about it, whenever I report back to him after a sale, he always heads to the same place. It's always made me suspicious.
Okay.
As it happens, I handed some Mora over to him not long ago. I can show you where he went if you want.
Yes.
Really? Well, then there's no time to lose. Let's go.
I think that this is why there's going to be Rito escape plan, because I think that I'm going to have to exit this town in a fairly expedient manner, because I'm going to stir shit up. Bureaucracy, honestly, bureaucracy is the king of paperwork, and in some ways it's worse. Alright.
Keijiro, it's him!
After him!
Follow Keijiro without being noticed.
He's getting further and further away! Let's catch up a little. He's getting further and further away! Let's catch up a little. Too close! That's too close! He'll notice us for sure!
Now, who else is behind on payments? Let me think. Yes, the Trade Association clique still needs to be brought into line. What was that sound?
Shh! Quiet! Don't let him find us!
He's not gonna find me.
Must be hearing things. Drat, I'm behind schedule. I need to hurry.
I don't feel very hidden, but I guess I am.
Further and further away! Let's catch up a little.
Paimon! Seriously, shut up.
He's getting further and further away! Let's catch up a little.
I can't really catch up too much or he'll see me. Oh, god damn it. Okay, that's fine.
What could he be doing at a place like this?
Burying the paperwork?
He buried something over there, didn't it? Why don't we take a look?
'Cause paperwork? Do 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 do.
Whoa, it's a ledger.
Yep, it's a ledger.
Paimon thought he'd hidden a big pile of Mora here.
Ah, yes, the real reason Paimon came along.
Yeah.
Let me take a look here. Aha, yes! This is what we're looking for. A clear and complete record of every single transaction, each one proof of his guilt.
This is too easy.
Great! Well, now we have our hard evidence. Let's go tell Karisu the good news, shall we?
I'll say goodbye to you here then.
Huh? You aren't gonna come with us?
I need a little more time before I'm ready to face the head of the association. I'm sorry.
Huh. Poor Werner's a pretty awkward guy, huh?
I feel like he's gonna get murdered. This seems like the kind of town where if they don't like what you're selling them, they just murder you. Or if you're breaking their rules slash not doing what they want, they just murder you. Goodbye. I was seeing if it was a place that would sell me recipes for cooking. Alright. Oh.
Love your freedom.
Uh-oh.
Which one should I choose?
But we really don't have anything left. If this keeps up, our sales will come in at a loss. There'll be nothing left for us to do but starve.
You know the decree. The rules are the rules. No discounts, no exceptions, and no excuses.
You're the one making a mockery of the rules here.
Hmm? And who are you? Another new member of the association?
It just so happens that we found your little ledger, so now we're here to tell everyone all about how you embezzled crystal marrow to sell it right back to the taxpayers.
Huh? Is this true? You've been swindling us.
Well, you see, the taxes,
Roasted.
Let me take a look at the ledger.
Absolutely roasted. Reads through each and every item in the ledger.
Well, would you look at that? Every payment the association has made is right here in your personal ledger. So, Mr. Keijiro, it seems you have some explaining to do. How shall we settle this, hmm?
So you think you can use this against me, do you? It's quite obvious that I'm merely trying to earn a modest living for myself, like anyone else.
Word has it that Samurai and the Commission place great importance on reputation and prestige. Though I'm sure Commission members won't blame you once word gets out.
Huh? Is that a threat? Are you threatening me?
Yes! Yes, we are.
No, not at all. I'm simply stating that it would be quite a pity if an illustrious gentleman such as yourself were to have their reputation tarnished.
Roasted.
Well, even if what you say is true, what do you suggest we do about it?
I believe you still have a quantity of crystal marrow in your possession, correct? Perhaps that crystal marrow could be used as compensation for the recent tax hike, and us merchants could finally have some more breathing room.
Is that it?
Oh, do you have any idea the hoops I had to jump through to get the crystal marrow and keep it hidden? Fine. In that case, I'll send it over to you today.
And not even an ounce of shame for his actions.
That's right.
So that's it? My shop's been closed for weeks now. I've even had to ask my friends to help bail me out. What about my losses?
Come on, Harrison. We've already struck a good deal here.
I'm sick of being pushed around like this. I won't let him off so easily.
Harrison!
Hey, what's all this racket? Does someone dare question the decree?
Ah, Chief, you've arrived.
Oh no.
What was all the commotion I heard just now?
Oh, we were just discussing a minor tax issue. I do my utmost to lend them a helping hand, but they're never grateful.
You know what? If I was the president of the commission and he said that shit right in front of me while I'm holding this fucking ledger, I would immediately give it to his boss.
A helping hand? The only thing you're doing is stuffing your greedy pockets with our hard-earned wealth. I assure you that Hirage Shinsuke will hear of this.
Oh, and you dare to utter the commissioner's name. You outlanders have no respect for the rules. Seize the merchants. We will resolve this dispute back at headquarters.
Uh-oh. This is going in a bad direction.
Yep.
Gentlemen, come now. Is there any need for this? If there's a dispute to resolve, let's get a drink and talk it over.
Who are you supposed to be? And why in my right mind would I join you for a drink?
Oh, jeez.
You never heard of the Fixer?
Context, Paimon. Context.
Here's my card.
Huh. You're from the Yashiro Commission.
Shh.
Huh. Well, this is Kanjo Commission territory. However powerful the Yashiro Commission may be, you have no business meddling in Rito's affairs.
Of course not, of course not. Still, perhaps you could show the
young lady of our clan some courtesy. And I don't know what this is.
lady of our clan some courtesy.
Okay.
You wouldn't want your name showing up in a petition to the Shogun, would you?
That fan, the Shirasagi Himegimi. I don't need any trouble with her. Okay, let's forget all this. It'll give us one less thing to worry about.
But, Chief!
Enough. We're leaving.
Let's get dinner one day soon, gentlemen. My treat, I insist. No response, huh? I suppose that bridge is well and truly burned then.
Thank you so much, Toma. But I'm sorry your relationship with the Kanjo Commission had to suffer for our sake.
Hey, I was joking. It's a small price to pay, and you're more than welcome. If there's anyone you should be thanking, it's the Traveler. She's the one who found a way to turn things around.
That's true.
If nothing else, I'm sure the tax collection Ashigaru will tread a little more carefully in the future.
What was all that?
Shh, not here. Too many people listening. Let's move somewhere else.
Talk to Toma. Over here. Come on. Gotta get through this quest.
Corruption seems rife in the Kanjo Commission. They truly are rotten to the core. All right. Time for me to answer your questions. What would you like to know?
Tell me about the Shirasagi Himigimi.
Straight to the point. Let me reintroduce myself. I belong to the Kamisato clan of the Yashiro Commission on Narukami Island. I'm an attendant of the Shirasagi Himegimi.
You've been keeping your true identity a secret from us this whole time?
I love how he says that like we know what it is, and then Paimon's like, how could you keep your true identity a secret from us? And I'm like, we don't even know what that means, Paimon.
So, the Yashiro Commission. Guessing that's another branch of the Tri-Commission?
Correct. The Kamisato clan is the head of the Yashiro Commission, who manage ceremonial and cultural affairs. I'd go into more detail on what exactly that covers, but I'm not even sure myself. I'm just someone who was fortunate enough to be taken in by the Kamisato clan. My role is to take care of the daughter of the clan, Kamisato Ayaka, also known as the Shirasagi Himegimi.
Seems like she must be super famous in Inazuma, given the reaction of those guys just now.
Oh, most definitely. She's graceful, dignified, and kind-hearted too. The people of Inazuma quite adore Miss Kamisato. Her fame even somewhat eclipses that of her older brother, Kamisato Ayato, despite the fact that he's the current head of the clan.
That's probably not a good thing.
I suppose those who treat others with compassion earn themselves the same treatment in return. Miss Kamisato's situation certainly seems to attest to that. Take me, for example. I'm just an attendant, and yet she treats me as an equal, as she would a friend.
So as her attendant, are we helping you or her?
You're asking the right questions. And to be honest, I don't want to keep you in the dark any more than is necessary. Firstly, you should know that being a fixer is not something you can fake. I spent the better part of a month tirelessly building up a network of relationships on the island. And I got to know Captain Beto during that time too.
Still pretty good going for just a month's work.
Well, maybe I have a slight knack for schmoozery.
Schmoozery?
But the main thing was, I had to make sure I'd be in time to receive you when you arrived.
Schmoozery. That is an amazing word, and I love it.
Inazuma may have closed off to the outside world, but that hasn't stopped a lot of people from hearing about your feats in Mondstadt and Liyue.
Yep.
So, when Miss Kamisato heard of your intention to come to Inazuma, she began looking forward to your arrival with great anticipation. She's excited to find out whether the rumors are true.
So why is it so hard for me to do anything here if everybody knows who the fuck I am and they knew I was coming?
That is, that you have what it takes to change the tide of the times.
Oh, because I'm gonna be a revolutionary. That's why.
Change the tide of the times?
In the test I gave you earlier, although there were a few hiccups at the end, it was you who found the way to turn the situation around. Navigating powerful people, using their character flaws to your advantage. It's just what Miss Kamisato had hoped to see. With your help, even the Vision Hunt decree...
I never offered to help.
That's an unexpected development. Perhaps our sources were misleading.
I have one goal here, to meet the Raiden Shogun.
Yes, of course. I completely understand, and as agreed, I shall help set that up for you.
I would help, but I'm not in charge of that decision. Hello? Are we going to be graced with your presence? You going to come see me? Hi, Hermes. Do you want to come up and sit with Mom? Hey, you want to come up here? Oh my goodness. He's like, I want to come up there, but there's a cup. Hold on, we're just going to take it. Alright. Are you gonna make it, buddy? You can do it, I believe in you. Come on. Come on, Hermes. You can do it. Chuck that in there to get rid of it later. Come on. Hermes, come here. Why don't you come around on the stairs? Use the stairs. Come on. You gotta use the stairs, buddy. That's what they're there for. Come on. You can use the stairs. He's like, but just mom. I just want mom. Alright. Come here. Oh, that's bad for my arm. Come here, buddy. Oh. Oh, what a fat. Alright, come on. Settle in. Ugh. There we go. There you go, bud. Okay. Hi. Hi. Oh, hey, buddy. There. We now have Hermes. What a grump. Completely ruined all of my setup, and I'm now covered in his hair. Let me use the keyboard, please. Thanks. Have a seat, buddy.
Toma sure didn't put up much of a fight.
Because he knows I'll end up helping anyway.
My work on Rito is done. So I suppose this is goodbye for now. Oh, one more thing. This invitation letter is for you. When you get to Narukami Island, you can find me at the Komori Tea House, as per the letter. Good luck with everything. See you soon.
Toma's not such a bad guy, huh? We should get going.
There is one problem.
Huh? What's up?
Outlanders are unable to leave Rito.
Oh, right! Paimon forgot all about that! Wait, so did Toma forget that too?
This must be the next part of his test.
Oh, darn it! No wonder he was so matter-of-fact about the whole thing. As soon as we get off Ritu, Paimon's going straight to Komori Tea House to settle the score!
And to eat biscuits.
Well, guess we should give it a try. Let's head to the border and see how far we get.
I mean, I can get as far as I want because, you know, whatever. But we have to finish the quest, which is Rito Escape Plan, which is what we are looking for here. This is the quest we need to finish. And we still have 2 hours of stream left. Amazing. Well, an hour and a half. Preview page. Okay. We hit level 20. We hit level 32. What am I? Oh, events. New wish available. Oh, has it already updated? I didn't think it was going to be updating for a few days. No, it hasn't updated yet. We only need one more of the regular, of the standard, and we can do a 10 draw on the regular banner. Stop, Hermes. I love you. Let me use my hand.
Why in the world can't I use my permit?
Okay. Let's see if we can leave.
Stop there. Present your travel permits.
Sorry, but we really gotta get to Narukami Island. It's kinda urgent.
If you don't have a travel permit, this is as far as you'll get. Those are the rules.
As expected. Traveler, you gotta think of something. How do we get out of Rito?
I wonder if the Kanjo Commission has heard of us. If the Yashiro Commission has heard of us.
Are you saying we should go and meet with the Kanjo Commissioner? Guess it can't hurt to try. Even if Paimon has a few choice words to say about his subordinates. Who knows? Maybe he's our biggest fan.
He hates us. Just because she said that, he hates us. Alright. Go to the Commissioner's office. And ask him if we can leave.
Halt! This is the Kanjo Commissioner's office. No trespassers.
We're here to see,
The Kanjo Commissioner seldom entertains Outlanders. Leave now or we'll be forced to...
Ah, wait.
He does know who we are.
Oh, Commissioner!
These two are honored guests from afar. No need to give them the usual spiel.
Oh yeah, he totally knows who we are.
Come on in. Let's see what we can do for you.
Huh. Did you get all that, mister?
My sincere apologies.
Roasted. I'm on roast him again. La 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 la. Do 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 do. We will talk to you about leaving. Give me travel permits.
I am Hiragi Shinsuke, Kanjo Commissioner and head of the Hiragi clan.
We're going to be very formal with this man.
It's an honor to meet you both.
We need those travel permits. I too am honored to meet you.
Nice to meet you, sir. So, the reason we wanted to come and see you was because...
All right, all in good time. Two travelers renowned far and wide have shown up to see me, and I should very much like to make their acquaintance.
Yeah,
let's not limit this to business only.
Let's hang out.
So what you're saying is, we really are pretty famous, huh?
Absolutely. How many other people in the world have what it takes to knock the wind out of Storm Terror's sails and put the overlord of the vortex back under the sea, eh?
Exactly! Paimon thinks you make an excellent point.
Paimon needs to shut up.
And I hear you also foiled a Fatui plot in Liyue Harbor.
I mean, that's
Even beat
true.
one of their harbingers in a duel. Is that true?
It is true.
Whoa, you heard about that too? Yep, it's true, all right.
As I thought.
Something wrong?
No. I'm simply awestruck by you both is all.
You're too kind.
Rito is greatly honored to have you visit us. One other thing I heard about you is your great zeal for helping other people. This makes me wonder whether you might be so kind as to render your assistance to the Kanjo Commission.
What exactly do you need assistance with?
Oh, sure, no problem. Whatever you need, right?
This is my forte.
Excellent. Well then.
I heard you
must
liked
know
errands,
the Genshin.
so...
A flower grows on the mountaintops of Liyue.
Yeah, I know those. I have a whole bunch.
Yep, we've picked a few of those before. So, you want us to go back to Liyue?
Yes, bring me 300 Shinxin,
300?
Freshly picked, I mean.
What?
Did Paimon hear that wrong?
They don't stay fresh after they're picked.
Too much trouble, is it? I see.
Oh. He is not our friend.
Then how about this? We have a few items that need delivering. Perhaps you can help with that?
He is not our friend.
That sounds much more like it.
709 letters to be precise.
Yep, he is not our friend.
Hey, what gives? How come you don't have people to do that already?
Terribly sorry. We're just a little short on people lately.
What sort of an explanation is that? Traveler, what are we going to do? Should we really help this guy?
I'll consider it.
That's the spirit. Don't keep me waiting too long now.
No, he's bad. He's a baddie. I can tell. I can tell these things.
Seriously considering taking this job? The terms are ridiculous.
Yeah, we'll just... Hey, wait a minute. Is there a munculus on your house, Mr. Man? Is there a Shoculus? We're gonna call them Shoculus. Sounds like Count Chocula. Is there a Shoculus on your house? Cause like, we're gonna stop everything we're doing, even though we need to get this quest done. We're gonna stop everything we're doing to try and get the Shoculus that's on your house. Can't escape. I wonder if you can climb a statue of the Seven. probably can. I don't know. Oh. Oh, I had it, but I fell. Okay, hold on. Man, I really want that special cereal that they have. That's got, like, all of the things. No, not quite. That special cereal they have that has all of the, like, count chocolate and everything. Like, I really want that. That's a thing I really want, so. We can totally climb it. Not quite. Let's see. What about you? You're about as tall as the statue in the 7. Possibly a little taller, actually. May not still be enough. Got it! That's right! I will not be denied. I don't remember how many we needed to upgrade the first time, but we will go drop this off anyway. And then we'll do the keep going with the quest, because I mean, honestly, yeah, that's what we need to be doing, but here we go. Boop. 10. We need 10 for the first one. The first level. Wow. Alright. Aw, Hermes, you're being so cute right now. It's gross. Hey, buddy.
Halt, you two.
Saw this coming.
Huh? What did we do?
Miss Hiragi has a letter for you. She insists that you read it immediately.
A letter? Quick, let Paimon see.
Dear Traveler, would that I can convey this message to you in person. I apologize for the hasty means by which this letter has come to you, and I hope it hasn't left you feeling perplexed or perturbed in any way. This is my first time extending an invitation to an unknown outlander after all. It is no mere coincidence our paths have crossed. Therefore, I hope you would be so courteous as to meet me tonight under the glow of resplendent moonlight. Please do not fret about retainers and bodyguards. I will ensure that their attention shall be elsewhere. I look forward to the pleasure of your company.
So this means she wants you to secretly meet her at night?
That's right, she does.
But you didn't seem surprised at all by this. What's going on?
Shinsuke has no intention of letting us leave.
Paimon knew something just didn't seem right about him.
Yep.
Let's ask her tonight and see what she has to say.
Maybe she'll give us travel permits. Meet Miss Hiragi at the appointed time between 18 and 24. Actually. And I am so tempted to use Prima Gems and buy one of these so we can do the draw since I'm one shy. But, like, we're so close to being able to just do it naturally anyway. That's why I don't want to waste my primos on that. Time. Current time 18:01. Meet. All right. I mean, that works out.
Ah, you finally arrived. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Hiragi Chisato. This is technically the second time we have met. It's a pleasure to see you again.
Hello, hello.
Wow. She's the daughter of the Hiragi clan, all right.
The pleasure is mine.
No need to be so formal. I've long marveled at your accomplishments. And at last, we have the chance to meet.
So basically what you're telling me is all the people in charge are going to be like, I don't want you to mess up the status quo. And everybody who is like a relative of theirs or like people in the town or whatever are all going to be like, oh my god, you're a superhero, please save us.
Paimon, or does something seem a bit off here?
The reason why I wanted to secretly meet you here is, well, I feared that I might never have another opportunity to discuss this with you.
Okay.
Discuss what?
Ahem. I should like to ask for your help with delivering a letter.
Really?
Like father, like daughter. Couldn't you be more original?
No, you misunderstand me. Please, allow me to explain. I was hoping that you could deliver a letter to Narukami Island in my stead. It is to be given to Kujo Kamachi of the Tenryou Commission. My father has always forbidden me from communicating with him. He knows that there are prospects for my marriage that would better serve him politically.
Aww.
But my heart is with Kamaji.
Oh, well, we have to do this.
There is no one who would dare defy my father's will on Rito, but you are Outlanders. Outlanders seeking to get to Narukami Island. It would be regrettable to let such an opportunity pass.
If you really want me to deliver this letter for you, you need to give me travel permits so that I can get there.
Oh, Paimon gets the whole picture now.
Of course, in doing so, I will also do everything in my power to help you leave Rito. That is my promise.
It seems like a reasonable deal.
To be perfectly honest, as long as you remain in Inazuma, my father will have no intention of letting you leave Rito.
Yeah, we figured as much. It was pretty obvious he was just trying to hold us up here.
I secretly overheard a conversation between my father and a very arrogant-sounding woman just a few days ago.
Motherfucking that bitch has been here already. Let me tell you what. Oh, me and that bitch. We are gonna.
They seem to be discussing how to keep you here on Rito. In fact, it was the first time I had ever heard my father speak so respectfully to someone who wasn't the Shogun.
Yeah, we need to get off Rito as fast as we can.
We don't have much time. I'll tell you my plans to help you off the island. It just so happens that a shipment of goods is...
I don't know what. Fine.
Very well. I'll be waiting for you at the border. I'm counting on you to deliver my letter.
Yep. Are they gonna put me in a box? Am I gonna get me in a crate? They're gonna put me in a crate. A love letter? Question mark? Can I read that? Can I look at it? Where is it? She would be mad if you opened it up without her permission. Okay. Okay. Alright, go to the border. We're almost there. Oh, almost there. Get the fishing quest done, and then we can explore, and we can find the stuff we need for Shogun, and oh my god. There's something shiny!
Hold on, please. These goods are being sent to Watatsumi Island?
My lady, this is an unexpected honor. You are correct. These goods have been repeatedly requested by the Kanjo Commissioner. We must be certain that they reach Watatsumi Island intact.
Is there something wrong, Lady Hiragi?
No, as you were. My father simply has some concerns of the shipment's safety, and has ordered that myself and an additional qualified escort be dispatched to ensure safe transport of the goods.
My lady, you aren't suggesting that you intend to escort this shipment personally, are you? There's certainly no need for you to trouble yourself with such a matter. And as for this qualified escort...
I look forward to working with you.
Please, do not cause us any further delay. If memory serves me right, my father has already asserted that this shipment must arrive on time. I'm certain punishment will be duly dispensed if it fails to do so.
Yes, of course, my lady. It's just that, well, we don't know who this...
Now, need I remind you of the penalty if anything were to happen to me en route? I'm sure you are all quite familiar with my father's temperament.
The longer we stand here talking, the more likely he's going to come down here and fuck up all this stuff.
Do you really presume that you can fully guarantee my safety on your own?
Boy, Chisato can talk the talk. They don't stand a chance.
Yes, my lady. Very well then.
It's an honor to have you accompanying us. Your safety is our highest priority.
Shinojo, you can't really be agreeing to this.
Well, the request is from Lady Hiragi herself. It is our duty to serve her in the utmost capacity.
Yes, but that's not the problem here.
Well then, if we're through here, I suggest we set off at once. Dawdling will only allow potential thieves more time to prepare, no?
Yes, my lady. You heard her. There's no time to lose.
Take that. Collect all 10 tails to collect a thing. Okay. Transport balloons. Escort the goods. Okay, it's an escort mission. Here we go. Escort the transport balloon safety to its destination. There's some terrifying shit out there.
My lady, please stay back. We'll handle it.
Not as well as we'll handle it.
Picked the wrong test subject.
Oh, son of a bitch!
Wheel of life.
Nice and spicy.
Another test subject.
Get them!
How's this?
No! How am I supposed to...
Monster sighted.
That's
Prepare
it.
to counterattack. Protect Lady Hiragi at all costs.
We'll take care of this. Stay with Chisato.
My fingers keep failing me on these numbers here.
The wrong test subject.
Alright, I gotta go. It's on fire.
Watch out! More monsters inbound! Lady Hiragi, stay close.
I must leave no stone unturned.
This isn't over. Cheap tricks.
Trying to...
Power the ended high shot. Out of the frying pan, into the fire.
You're open this.
Oh jeez, okay. Keep going, keep going.
We can take refuge in the village up ahead. How are you faring, my lady?
I'm perfectly all right. You may stop here. The road to Narukami Island is just over there. In my letter, I've requested Kamaji to grant you a special travel permit from the Tenryou Commission. Consider it a token of my appreciation.
Thank you, Chisato.
My lady.
So that's how it is. I had a feeling something was amiss, but Shinojo, you...
No, Lady Hiragi would never hide anything from us, I'm sure of it. But who is this Kamaji you speak of, my lady?
I'm not afraid to say that he's the one I love.
The one you love?
Shinojo, did you honestly think that...
What? No, I
Aww.
was clarifying, that's all. I would never in my wildest
Poor
dreams...
little guard man. Oh, my heart goes out to you, poor little guard man.
You two needn't worry. Please, forget that this ever happened. If my father catches word of it, I alone will be held accountable.
Yes, of course. As you wish, my lady.
But what will happen if your actions here are discovered, Chisato?
Don't fret. My father has always been one to spoil me. The worst he'd do is sentence me to half a day without food or something to that effect.
That seems terrible.
Huh. Paimon never suspected a guy like him could have a soft side.
I wish you a safe journey. I'm sure we will meet again.
Bye, Chisato!
Come now. Quit your staring and let's get moving. We've got goods to shift.
They're on fire, by the way.
All right.
Aww. Poor little guy, my heart. Offer the electro signals to the sacred Sakura. Da 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 da. Bam! Quest fucking complete.
On our own way again. I suppose it's time we find Toma. Now, where did he say he would meet us again? Oh, right! Komori Tea House!
We want this quest. Oh, we're out here now. We're not picking up any quests. We're not, none of that. We're not picking up any quests. We're not, no. We're going for this. I mean, I kind of want to kill that stuff because I want to see what it's like.
Rise.
Let's get down to business.
Boba, get them!
Finally, I did the fairy.
Nice and spicy!
There's more!
Pretty good.
Finally,
Oh, that actually worked out pretty well, actually. Alright. Alright.
Open sesame!
Okay, so,
Aw.
what are we after? We're gonna keep an eye out for it while we're doing stuff. Okay. These old handguards. Constantly give me complex leather. Let's get down to business. Yeah. Okay, so, Sarai Island is what we're looking for?
I'm hungry.
Let's go ahead and keep looking, see if we can see where that is. Don't see it right off in the map. Alright, this is where we're heading, down near Inazuma City. So we're gonna get this one on the way through, and then we'll follow the road down to this waypoint. I don't know where we need to go for her materials. So we're just gonna have to keep going this way, because we're on our way to the fishing thing, because that's more important right now. So that's where that's the most important thing. Yeah, I have the handguards. All I need are the fruit. It says it's the Sarai Island is what it says for the recommendation. The fruit is Amakumo fruit, which actually I think I need for Sayu as well. Oh no, Sayu I need crystal marrow. So fruit is the bottom island. Like this one? Way down here? Because if that's where we gotta go, I'll go, but... Oh. Oh, I can't see. I'm not to a place where I can see that island yet. Alright. We'll focus on the fishing first. Because that has a time limit.
down to business.
To defeat.
Booba,
There's
get them!
more! To the ferry. There's more!
Da 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 da
How's
da
this?
da da da.
Finally, No.
All right. I hate that the cook is on the bottom. Like, I'm obviously trying to pick stuff up, so it feels counterintuitive. All right. There's a shield. We're not messing with that. We gotta keep going. There's another one here. How do you get into that? Hmm. Oh. Okay. We're gonna keep going, but I get that now. That makes more sense to me. We're not exploring here yet, because this is more important. Look. Certain things are more important. Oh yeah, the bard in the bard in the bar. Yeah, the bard in the bar is a thing. Me trying to leave the bar, it's a thing. Seaweed? Seagrass. Alright. Okay. Lunar Leviathan. What Lunar Leviathan? Oh, hey there. You must be the fisherman sent by the Adventurers Guild. I'm Kujirai Momiji, an Inazumian fisherwoman. I heard about you from the Fishing Association. When I saw you today, you were indeed as young as promising as said. I hope I didn't get the wrong person. Recently, I've been searching for a fish from legend. It's called the Lunar Leviathan. It has the power to grant people's wishes. Even though everyone believes they're just legend, I believe it's real. Because a few years ago, I may have personally encountered Lunar Leviathan. Did it grant your wish? Well, kind of. The story goes, a couple years ago, because of each of our respective wishes, two friends and myself set out to sea to pursue the Lunar Leviathan. One was Xiaowei and the other was Natuk. But the journey was turbulent. We incurred a violent thunderstorm, and although our fishing boat survived, our compass got damaged and we were lost in an unknown patch of ocean. A few days later, we still could not find the way home. We were out of fresh water, and though no one said anything, everyone was getting desperate. To the point where one night, Xiaowei wrote a suicide note, put it in a bottle, and was about to throw it out to sea. He didn't know, but we weren't asleep at the time. We heard him sneaking. We rushed to grab him, and in that moment, we all saw a giant shape under the water. The shape glowed faintly, shimmering little by little as if pieces of the moon were dropped underwater. Was it a lunar leviathan? We were desperate, so we believed so we asked it to grant a safe return to our homeland. Yep, whether you can believe it or not, we survived. When the magical shape began swimming away, we followed it, and it led us back home. Oh, that's such a touching legend. Also lightning. No, it's true. Believe me, we can definitely find it again. What should we do? Well, let's go find my old pals, the both seasoned fishermen. Having them accompany us would be a help a great deal. He's in Liyue Harbor. Once he returned to Liyue, he never left again. I'm sure he still reminisces. And as for Nantuck, I believe he became a maritime author. When you meet Jiawei, you can ask him where he is. Oh, the lightning. Holy balls. Look at that. Jesus. Alright, well. Da, 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 da. Bup, 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 bup. Bup, bup.
The rain has stopped. Come with me. Let's pick some matsutake.
Oh, you know what? Hold on a second. I'm just gonna do this real quick. Perfect. Should have changed it to
Nothing
Barbara, but what
better
can you
to
do? Wait, what's
we could
that?
go foraging for ingredients.
Alright. Let's go. Da 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 da. And we're gonna have such a long stream on my birthday. Like, I'm excited about that. I'm still like, maybe I'll just play Genshin for 12 hours, but I really want to play Power Washer, so there's definitely gonna be some Power Washer that day. And I mean, it's just gonna be a long stream. We're gonna stream for a really long time. Also, box.
Open sesame.
No purples in it.
Now I'm hungry.
What a ripoff. Yeah, and you made me came really far out here to talk to you. This better be worth it. Hey, man. What's up? The ocean is like a beautiful woman, only a welcoming sight every so often. Are you Jaiwei? Yes, what do you want? You tell him why you're here. Oh, the Lunar Leviathan. Of course it's about the Lunar Leviathan. That experience really stays with you. As for Kurai, she also did not forget. Her wish was, that I will send you off my best wishes. I hope you guys succeed. Huh? We came here to invite you. Don't you want to come with us? I nearly lost that life that time. The ocean, like a beautiful woman, only a welcoming sight ever so often. Additionally, as a married man, how could I abandon my family? I must take on the role of being head of the household. After all the hard work and sweat I put in to marry such a generous and wonderful woman. So I must apologize. Your old pal will be disappointed? Don't talk like that, let me think. Although I cannot accompany you on your journey, I will help in another way. I will pass on my years of fishing experience and knowledge to you. A legendary creature like the Lunar Leviathan will not be caught easily. So accept my training, inherit my knowledge, and then go pursue the legendary fish. Oh, right? Aren't you guys in a hurry to find Nantucket? Don't worry, that guy's been hibernating like old sea turtle. He stayed in Mondstadt all this time. He says he's writing a book? Now focus. Chawei's magical fishing training is about to begin. Once training is over, you can go look for him. Okay. Catch as many sweet flower... Oh my goodness. There's so much. Do I need to do all of these? Okay. Catch as many sweet flower Medaka as possible in the time limit. The more you catch, the better your reward. Just the story part's really okay. The ones that have the little quest on them. Oh, I guess the ones that have the quest thingy on them. Well, we'll do one of them. Let's try one of them. Let's see how we do. Let's try one of them and see how it goes. To thee my tender grief confide. Well, whatever. Wow, really? Okay. I don't even know where I am right now. I mean, I've obviously been over here because... I've obviously been over here. Because I have a flippin' teleport point. But my brain was just like... Where is this? Oh, okay. Fishing challenge. Fish present. Special fishing training. Only display baits usable in this water ball. I guess this one? Sure. Start fishing. Sure. Catch as many specified fish as you can in 120 seconds. Or, you know, be bad at it like me. Be a super bad. Mega ultra bad. Come on, you. I see you. I see you coming. Come on. Come on. Come on. Whoa. Gotta hyper focus on this.
You've got it! You got it! Wow.
Oh, there's one. Well, no, that's a golden koi. It's not what we need. Okay. We need... We need different bait. Like, I don't even see the fish available that we need to catch.
Victory is almost ours! What is it? What is
Oh,
it?
it's those things.
Is it another Paimon?
Oh, I thought I needed to catch the big fish. Oh, well. I could have gotten a lot more of these.
Yeah, you nearly got it! What is it? What is it?
Well, at least I got two.
Paimon?
That's enough to get the reward. Challenge complete. Well, part of the issue is, do I make bait at the crafting bench? Is that where I make bait? So I feel like I need more bait. Okay. Kind of want to do more of this, but we need to move on. Only need the basic bait. Like forever? Or for this thing? We're gonna have to go to Mondstadt anyway, because that's where the other guy is. Okay, for this. Alright. Yeah, I'll take care of it then. I should be able to make some. We'll see, I don't know. I haven't looked at what it needs. Alright. Alright. Let's see. Slime secretion, fruit paste bait. Oh, yeah, it takes these sunsettas, which we have plenty of. Any bonuses? No. Okay. We will craft, and we need more wheat. Ugh, what a pain. Fine. Craft them all. Oh, it makes 9. You get 10 per. Alright. We'll just do 5 then, so that's 50. I think that'll do us for that. For now. Alright.
Truly is fascinating.
Let's go talk to the dude out here. I mean, I'm gonna end up doing all of the challenges just because it's gonna get me more rewards. Yeah. But we know that the head of the Fishermen's Association is the guy, even though I don't remember his name. If you go talk to him before you unlock fishing, he talks to you about his book that he's writing. So, I knew it was him as soon as they were like, he's writing a maritime book. Hey, young fisherman, I'm glad to see you. What, did you get in trouble? Come, I'm your experienced fisher guide. If anything happens to you, I'll tell him why I'm here. It makes sense that she's still obsessed with finding the Lunar Leviathan as her wishes. Alas, if she knew the truth about the Lunar Leviathan, she would be devastated. What truth? To be truthful, after returning from the voyage, I did not stop researching about the Lunar Leviathan. I finally found a clue in an ancient book. Based on those clues, I went back out onto the field and found out some shocking revelations. I published my findings in a book. I heard it's doing well recently. Here, I just happen to have a book left by the editor. The truth about the Lunar Leviathan is inside. Paimon wants to see it too. Let Paimon get a look. Regarding how the Lunar Leviathan is actually a giant sea turtle. What a long title. Huh? A giant sea turtle? The Lunar Leviathan is a giant sea turtle? That's right, the Lunar Leviathan is a giant sea turtle. That night, what we saw was a giant sea turtle with long bioluminescent plants growing on its back. It was a pregnant sea turtle that was looking for land to lay her eggs, which is how we found our way home. So go back and tell Karaji. You'll have to eventually face the facts. But maybe this can be explained. Seeing your expression, you probably don't believe me, but my research has evidence to back it up. In the ancient tales, the lunar leviathan is an ancient creature, back when many animals lived on land. Their ancestors were active in the Dragonspine area, and you can even find fossils of them today. I found some last time in Wormrest Valley. If you don't believe me, you can go see for yourself. Oh no. We have to go to the... Ugh. Well, at least we don't have to go too deep. It's right there. So, at least there's that. Oh my god. I'm starting to stress. I'm stressing out. Trying to make sure I get the event done because I want the fishing pole. But also trying to get the event rewards for the challenges. Stressful. Oh. Hello, you sons of bitches.
Another problem. Let's end this quickly. Pardon, I will end you.
Life goes on.
Out of the frying pan, into the fire!
I slipped up.
Da 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 da.
This isn't good.
Goodbye. Give me your stuff. I need it. Thank you. There's another one somewhere. Because the chest didn't unlock. That's actually irritating. Oh. It's right there. Okay. Oh, it's the fire,
Get careless.
Go.
There we go. Look, I know it's a distraction, but like it was right here. Look at it's all swirly too.
What a bountiful harvest!
Oh, I got a crimson agate thing from it. That's really good, actually. Ooh, purple pocket watch. What? Okay. This way.
Race you!
Okay. Discuss with Paimon. These are just ore scraps. Seems like someone removed something. Ah, is that a treasure hoarder? Could it be them that removed the object from the ore scraps? Quick, follow them. Their encampment must be around here. Whatever was hidden in the rock scraps must be there. Let's go. We have to be sneaky, very sneaky. We mustn't be caught. But I want to destroy them. Can't I just kill them? Oh my god, I have to be my... Oh no.
Is this an answer from this world?
I'm coming. I had to open the box. I mean, I'm gonna follow him. There. Sneaky? Okay, sneaky. Yeah, basically. Hey, you guys, do you think this shabby rock is worth anything? It's so rare that it was hidden in ore. Oh, please. What do you mean by shabby rock? Have you touched a book before in your life? It's called a fossil. A fossil, get it? Not only is it worth a fortune, this alone can buy half of Liu Harbor. Go back and read more. Really? Is it worth that much? Then won't we have it in camp? Wouldn't we really be weather? It's wealthy. You should go and read more too. Hey, that guy over there, hand over the fossil. Oh, who is it? Darn, we've been spotted. Brothers, get them! Get them!
Wheel of life.
A new job.
Yep. Hello.
Nice and spicy. Boba, get them.
You know what? I'm not putting up with that. You're not gonna be throwing that crap at me the whole time. I'm not gonna have it. Overkill. I don't care. Get out of here. Thank you very much. Tolerate none of that shit. Oh. Let's just take the fossil back. Okay. Na da 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 da. Oh, let's do that real quick. Yay. Pretty. Okay. Oh, you guys are finally back, eh? Janway didn't come? He stayed in the village. Oh, he's become a family man. Huh, that seems like something he would do. After all, that was his wish. Alright, for this reason, he is forgiven. What about Nantuck? Did you guys find him? He wrote a best-selling book. Never thought he'd actually be a writer, huh? Pretty talented. So what did he write about? Paimon knows. The book's called Regarding How the Lunar Leviathan is Actually a Giant Sea Turtle. Oh, that's a long name. Is it a light novel? Not bad. I'll go buy a copy and read it too. Wait a minute. Regarding how the lunar leviathan is actually... It's actually a giant sea turtle. What is this guy talking about? How could it be a giant sea turtle? Did he forget that we saw the lunar leviathan with our own eyes? We didn't believe it at first, until we went to the Snowy Mountains and found the fossil of the lunar leviathan. Here you go, the book and the fossil. She checks the book and the fossil. Man, we are dream destroyers. No, I don't believe this. It's not true. You don't understand. Our family comes from a long lineage of fishermen. Crabby! And my father is also a famous fisherman in Inazuma. He has spent decades chasing the lunar leviathan on the ocean, and once he almost succeeded. Although it was all for naught, my father didn't give up. It would be a great honor for a fisherman if he could catch the legendary lunar leviathan. But after the next trip to sea, he never came back. So I won't believe such words easily. Please help me out. Alright, what are you going to do? I'm going back to find the items my father left behind. He chased the lunar leviathan all his life and left a lot of information behind. I'm sure I can find a way. I have prepared some fishing training for you. Please wait for my good news. I will ask you to help me then. Dun 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 dun! That's done. By pale beams thy solitary rove. Talk to her. Boom. Look, I flipped through my father's sailing log again. There's an appendix in there that mentions a special lure recipe they had developed. When they encountered the lunar leviathan, they used a special bait that mixed seagrass and magical crystal ore. If we can also make this, we may be able to track the lunar leviathan. I have a lot of seagrass with the magical crystal ore. I got that. Really? Were they mined at Arumi? My father's log mentioned that the magical crystal ore must be mined from the ruins at Arumi. Although I'm not sure what the difference is compared to ordinary magical crystal ore, but since we decided to do so, we should be real rigorous and follow the sailing log closely. Really? Speaking of which, there are a lot of dangerous monsters. Let's go to the Adventurers Guild and put up a commission. It's okay, I'll handle them. Right, I forgot you're a powerful adventurer. I'm so lucky to have your help. I'm counting on you. Hey, Mana. I'll go back and get some bait-making tools. Let's meet up later at the beach on the west of Arumi. Hi, are you gonna lay with me right now? Are you sick? She never lays with me. You alright there, Mana? Hi. You okay? Hi, pretty. Ah, you're confusing Mom. You never lay with me. You're gonna lay with me? Hey. She must be so confused that I'm streaming right now. Hi, buddy. Oh, I know. It's okay. You're alright. Hi. I know. Hi, pretty lady. Aw. Hi. You wanna sit with Mom? You're being a pretty girl. Look at that pretty girl. What a pretty baby. She's being a cutie is what she's doing. She never acts like this towards me. Hi. Pretty girl. Pretty baby. Sorry, I have to take a minute. She never comes and snuggles with me, so I have to take advantage of it while I can. Hi. Look, I'll go a little bit late on the stream to get this done before I deny my cat. Hi. By the way, if you're here and you're hanging out and you're lurking, I appreciate you're here. I appreciate that you're here. It's late for some of you. Alright. Go to... What's its nuggets? Where the hell? Over here. Well, let's teleport back to this one, because it's going to be closer. We're on the prowl. So, let's watch for...
Out of the frying pan, into the fire! That really hurt!
Did it really hurt? Doesn't look like it really hurt to me. Oh, okay. Totally an accident.
What a bountiful harvest!
Very cool. Alright. More of the samurais. Is it just one? I guess it's just one.
Let's get down to business.
Nice and spicy.
To the ferry.
I mean, those guys aren't too bad. Like, I've kind of got the rhythm now. Like, and I'm not looking at all of these different things out here, by the way. Like, yeah. Hi, Otter. There's Fatui here. What? Alright.
Time to work.
Rise.
Out of the frying pan, into the fire!
You can't run.
Steady as stone.
Oh, that would be good.
Eyes on me!
There we go.
Don't be a killjoy. We've only just begun. All you got in this.
Whoa, I have no idea what's happening right now. It's okay.
Don't be a killjoy. We've only just begun.
There we go. I had to zoom out a little bit. I couldn't see their health.
I see through you. Looks like I went too far.
Race you!
Life goes on. Opening box of Adepti Tricks.
Nice and spicy!
Heal you, because your shield's gone.
Get them!
What's happening here? Oh, that one's a healer. That's right. Ugh.
Rise.
Out of the frying pan, into the...
Just trying to kill this one. This one is the most important one.
Leave it all to me.
Not quite ready yet.
Faster? Okay,
Faster.
Wheel of life.
I mean, it would help if it didn't, like, zoom my screen in. Because that's part of the issue, like, it zooms my screen in when I use my skill, and now it's... Because sometimes it gets too close, and then I can't even... Like, I can't see, what their health bar is. I mean, in the end, it doesn't matter, they die, but, like, still. Alright, we gotta pick up all these pieces of meat, because we need them. Yeah, it's weird. It keeps it adjusts the zoom thing.
What a bountiful harvest!
Purple berserker's mask. Thank you. Yes, I will absolutely take that 100%. Amazing. All right.
Race you.
We're gonna climb. We're gonna climb up and get this teleport point. We're gonna have to fight some garbage over there. It looks like. So. Da 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 da. Oh, good. I was like, I don't want to fight anything. Okay. Where is it? Oh, more. Okay. Oh. This is an excellent teleport point. I'll be able to use this teleport point for a lot of things. Also, there's totally like a ruin guard thing over there. I can see it. Grossness. I can't wait to climb that. That's gonna be super fun. Alright. Okay. I found it.
Nice and spicy.
Rise.
He's dead. Cool. We're actually gonna get all the crystal ore because I need it, so. Yeah, it's worth it.
Life goes on.
Okay. Oh my god, look at how many Shockuluses are in this area. There's like 4 right here. Man, that's crazy. No. Can't be messing with that right now. That's a lot. Oh, she's over here. That's right. Glad I figured that out before I teleported. I don't know what that thing is. What the hell are those? Look at that thing. What the hell is that? What is that? What is that? I mean, I can fight it. I'd rather not. Yeah, I know. I can see that. We're just gonna skirt around that. Thank you very much. Just drift right over here. We're definitely gonna start doing exploration streams here soon, where I just murder everything relentlessly. Run around like a crazed chicken with my head cut off. You found them so quickly. You're a powerful adventurer indeed. Will these be enough? Watch me next. I just have to do this, this, and this. She starts making unique bait. That should be it. That's all. Next step is to scatter the bait and wait for the lunar leviathan to appear, right? Yes, I purposely chose this place from where we reached the shore back then. The lunar leviathan that guided us back to the ship also disappeared here. So, is everyone ready? Don't forget to make a wish. What if it doesn't work? Don't say such discouraging things. It will work. The lunar leviathan will definitely come. Yeah, it will work. Big fish, big fish. You must be good and bite the bait. I'm counting on you. Look. Uh-oh. Look at this. It's glowing under the water. Something is coming. That looks like a, that looks like a ruin guardian. That does not look like a fish. Really? Is the lunar leviathan really here? Wait for it. Clearly a fish. It's a ruin guard. I knew it. Why is it this guy? We can do this. We know the strategy. We've got the strat for this. We did this earlier.
Booba, get them! Race you!
Wheel of life.
Eat this! Help! We did raise a pit! Out of the frying pan, into the fire!
Whoop, whoop, whoop. Nope.
Steady as stone.
That was dumb, but I did it anyway.
Life goes on.
I'm doing better about not running out to cast my E. I like keep fighting through it. How did this happen? Even my father's bait formula didn't work? Don't be sad, it's that ruin guard's fault. It must have scared the lunar leviathan away. Let's try again. Yeah, let's try again. Let's forget it for now. I'm a little tired. Maybe Nantuck is right? I want to go and take a stroll outside. I have to think about what happens after this. Here's your payment. Whatever the case, thank you very much for your help. Looks like Miss Kuruai wants to be left for now. Let's come back to see her later. Okay. Done. New quest, over the moon. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. We're very close. I think this is the one that gives us the fishing pole. We're very close. Alright. There you are. Sorry to bother you again. You look well. Ha, thanks for the compliment. I kind of thought it through. Perhaps some things just can't be forced. Can you accompany me to the western beach tonight? I have something for you. Wow, is it some kind of sea treasure? You'll see. Go to the beach that she mentioned at night. So what am I supposed to do now? I don't know if I can get here. I don't have that ability. Like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Crab, come here. There's an icon on your map that you haven't seen before. Yeah, it's, this thing. Go check it out. Okay. I will do that. Here we go. Let's go check it out. It is very hard to continue to ignore all the things that I'm seeing that are shiny. Hey, y'all. I know you're gonna shoot at me, but I'm gonna just ignore you right now because I'm busy. You don't want to fight me? I will murder you. Leave me alone. Keep shooting at me. If I come, I'm gonna come back there and I'm gonna murder you for that box you have. So you might as well just await your fate. I said what I said. Oh, hello. Okay. Alright. Crab! No! Crabby! Crabby! Alright. Okay. Ow.
Yeah! Booba, get them! Out of the frying pan, into the fire! Open sesame! Oh, now I'm hungry.
Okay.
Race you!
I don't know how... Like, I know what the orbs look like because I found one of them, but... Should be a plant or something with glowing purple nearby you can interact with. Let's see. No! Crabby! Alright. Let's see. Could it be possibly over there? Wait, there. Interact and run back to the shield. Okay. Summon electric random. Oh! Wave Rider waypoint. Wave Rider waypoint unlocked. Summon Wave Rider. Wave Rider summoned.
Race you!
I'm a boat! I'm on a boat! Oh my god. It fires things? Oh my god. Oh no. You see those lines? You press T to lightning grapple. Okay. Da 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 da. Okay. Uh-oh. Okay. I was like, if the boat runs out of stamina, do you sink? Oh Jesus. Hi, Hermes. Alright. How do I get out? I just want to get out. How do I get out? Hold space. Okay. Holding space. Holding space. Ah ha ha! Alright. So. We're gonna just go to the Statue of the Seven. Because that is gonna give us visibility anyway. And she's close to it. So, going to the Statue of the Seven is the next goal. Hi, Hermes. Do you want to return to my lap? Is that what this is? El Chateau Grande? He says, no, Mom. No, I don't. All seems... Get to... Oh, you know, yeah! I can get to Sarai that way. So that I can go get the stuff. Yeah. Hi, person. Yikes. Well, I mean, I guess this isn't an aggro spot because there's a photo place. So, Front line. They're like warring over here. Don't mind me. I can't say you'll be able to get a cinder past the first one, but it'll get you to the island nevertheless. Yeah, I know. I mean, that's really the point. Like, I need to get to the island. That's the whole thing. I just need to get her up that first time. Ooh, pretty. I need to get her up that first time, and then after that, it's gonna be easier for me to, like, get a good idea of what I need to do past that point. That is a very zappy looking tree. Scary zappy tree. Plants. Grab the plant. Alright. Crab! Crabbies! Oh, man. Oh, jeez. Back to shore. Ugh. Hold on a second. While we get all our stamina back. Yes. Okay. Now we can go. Yeah, and once Sayu has a passive skill for catching crabs and wildlife. Nice. I mean, I definitely want to experiment with Sayu. I haven't really looked at Sayu that much because I was like, I can't even ascend her, so I don't want to mess with it. But I definitely want to look at that. We're slowly crawling up the cliff. Map. Yes. Awesome. Oh, so this must be where the other stuff is that we need for her. I mean, we're obviously like working on this fishing thing right here, but that's good to know. So da 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 da. We're getting there. I am very stubborn. That is why this is happening the way that it is. Oh, mysterious conch. She's right there? Well, alright.
Go.
Shamans die first. Oh, hey. I see that you don't have a shield anymore. That seems unfortunate for you.
Help! Legionnaires attacking him!
Yeah, he's fine. You're fine. Everything's fine. He's dead. See? Just like that. Perfect. Alright. Here we go. Alright. I mean, yeah, that was pretty bountiful, honestly. Okay. Wait until nighttime. Boop. Aha! We're here. This is where my father went to sea for the last time that year. It was a night like this too, and I never saw him again after that. You miss him a lot, don't you? Is your wish to see your father again? Ha, I do miss him, but the people of the sea will have to return to the sea one day. But my wish is to become a fisherman who surpasses my father. When I was young, I was always wanted to sail with my father, but he would only let my mother take me back. He sometimes even took the neighbor's son, and was not willing to take me. He always said, Momiji, don't hang around on the beach. Go do something girls should do. Or he would say, take the money and buy a dress. Don't run to the boat all the time. But I didn't understand. Why? What are things that girls should do? See, I deeply identify with this whole conversation. Because I was a tomboy. I was not a girly girl. They had to cut my hair short because, it's long now. But they had to cut my hair short because I would, like, go outside and roll and, like, run through the bushes and stuff and get sticks and leaves and stuff stuck in my hair. So bad at least once that my mom had to cut it out. Like, she had to cut my hair off just because she could not untangle it with all of the stuff that was in it. I can buy candy, pick flowers, and be a little princess. But can I go on an adventure, go far out to sea, or explore the ocean? The more my father didn't want me to do it, the more I wanted to. After my father left, I became a fisherman. Those seas he couldn't explore, I'll explore them. Those large fishes he couldn't catch, I'll catch them. I will inherit the fishing methods of the Kuraji family. I will carry on the name of the Kuraji family of fishermen. Even if the legend of the Lunar Leviathan is just a legend, I won't stop there. I believe you will succeed. Thank you. Since the divine fish is not here, I will pour my wishes into the sea. I think my father will see it. Do you have any wishes? Let's do this together. Write down your wishes, stuff them in a drifting bottle, and throw it out with all your might. They will come true one day. Wow, does this really work? But Paimon has so many wishes. Which one to write? Paimon's so torn. Eventually, you throw the drifting bottle with the wish written deep into the ocean. Sorry for bothering you during this time. I don't even know how to thank you. Here are some gifts. I hope you don't mind. Wow, look, what's that? What a big school of fish. They're glowing. They seem to like our drifting bottles. When these guys gather together, it's like a big moon in the sea. These fish, they are moonfins. Oh, I know. I know. So this is the Lunar Leviathan. This is the Lunar Leviathan? That's right. I would never forget the way it looked. Its starry moonlit dots. That year that Lunar Leviathan also appeared under Jiawei when he dropped the drift bottle. No wonder, after all these years, no one's really been able to catch the Lunar Leviathan, because it turns out it's just composed of a school of moonfins. Those moonfins, who'd have thought they would like an ordinary drifting bottle? Heh, maybe they like the wishes that people pour into the bottles. Maybe, perhaps. Well, then watch me, Kurajimo Maji, catch them all. We want to come too, let us help. In that case, allow me to give you this fishing rod, specially made by the Kurai family in pursuit of the Lunar Leviathan. Although it is far from being able to express my gratitude to you, but it is a small token of my appreciation. Ooh, that language. Let's use it to catch all the moonfins. I got a new fishing rod. Catch one moonfin within the challenge time limit. Go to challenge. Okay. It's here. This is where the challenge is. Where I am. Yes. Okay. Fishing challenge.
Is there time for a quick snack? I'll whip one up in no time.
Select fishing rod. Moonstringer. If you can stay within the ideal tension zone while fishing, this rod will shorten the time in which a fish will struggle at an accelerating rate and increase your chances of success. It will reset if it leaves the tension zone. Okay, that's fine. It's like, it's overkill for regular fish. I don't care. Fuck off. Alright. Catch as many moonfins as possible in however many seconds.
You've got it! You got it! Yeah! You nearly got him!
Oh, this is hard.
Steady now! It's the final stretch!
Okay,
Well, you
that's
couldn't
one.
have done it without Paimon.
Out again. Come on. Come on.
Yeah, you nearly got him.
Oh, come on.
You've got it. You got it.
I saw chat move, but I can't look at it, so I'll look at it in just a second.
Paimon thinks you've earned yourself a new title, Favonius Fish Catching Extraordinaire.
I think I can get 3. I just have to focus.
Yeah, you nearly got him.
I'm not used to the accelerating thing, so I just have to get used to how that works.
Steady now. It's the final stretch. Well, you couldn't have done it without Paimon.
Maybe I can get one more. We'll find out.
You've got it. You got it.
Come on. Come on.
So close, so close. Stay cool.
I don't think I'm gonna get it in time just because I lost part of it. Yep, I lost part of it during the acceleration. That's great. In a way, everyone who's pursued the Lunar Leviathan can be regarded as having their wishes fulfilled. Are you all done? You see, haven't your wife found a healthy wife? Nantuck also became a reputable author because of the book on the Lunar Leviathan, although its contents are wrong. She became the most well-known fisherman in Inazuma and did what her father could not, catching the Lunar Leviathan. So Paimon feels Missy Cats will come true, teehee. What did Paimon wish for just now? Can't say, can't say. If Paimon says it out loud, it won't come true. The Lunar Leviathan won't be that stingy. Okay, listen carefully. Paimon will only say it once. Paimon's wish is for your wish to come true. I didn't hear you. What did you say? Paimon isn't going to repeat herself. Paimon wants some candy. La 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 la. Okay, oh, okay. Stay in the ideal tension zone for 3 seconds. So, claim. 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 Boom, boom, boom. Pretty good, pretty good. Also claim. So that's completed, that's completed. Battle Pass. Events. 5 special fish in the Lunar Realm event. Okay, so I only need to catch 2 more. Okay. I mean, we're going to do that right now because we're here. So.
You've got it. You got it. So close, so close. Stay cool. Yay! Time to celebrate.
Okay. Okay. Da, 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 da. we just need this other one. So, I mean, we're gonna try to catch the. We're gonna try to catch a third.
Now. It's the final stretch.
But it's not exactly necessary.
You've got it. You got it.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, you nearly got him.
Got it.
Ooh, look at that. Quick, let's go show it off.
Okay, and then do another since we're here. Here we go.
So close, so close. Stay cool.
Definitely not perfect at this, but
You've got it. You got it.
I'm gonna go ahead and
Well, you couldn't have done it without Paimon.
I can't catch anymore. I'm just gonna stand here until it ends. I would definitely say that fishing in Stardew Valley has given me the ability to be really good at this. Because I have caught all the legendary fish in Stardew Valley, including the key legendary fish that he added in. I have caught every single fish in that game. Multiple times, some of them. So I am very good at that style of fishing, and this is very similar. It's not exactly the same. It's a little bit more loosey-goosey. But, yeah. Okay, so Battle Pass. Bam! We got 2 levels from that. That's amazing. We'll take all of that. Thank you very much. How do we see Pyro Cube? Oh, spooky. If we go back to talk to her, will she show us the challenges? I don't know how to see them. So. Oh, the event screen. Okay. Alright, let's see here. Alright, so 5 within the challenge time limit. What time is it? Well, I need to be done soon because I'm exhausted, but I kind of wanna go actually, because it's 1 day and 3 hours, so I can work on this tomorrow as well.
If there's nothing better to do, we could go foraging for ingredients.
I kind of want to go get the boat and go and get the other island. Yeah, I kind of want to get the boat and go to. Oh, okay. So if I click on the challenge, it'll track it on the map. Okay. Okay. Alright, so that's all tracking.
Flourish under my nurturing.
Oh, okay.
Whether
That's fine.
tastes better with salt and pepper or garlic.
Yeah, okay. So that's my boat. Well, we can teleport to here. You're gonna sail like straight south? Oh, it's here? Okay. We're gonna do that. Oh, man. I'll go over just a little, but, like, I need this island, so And a big part of it is like, I'm not gonna stream again until Tuesday. I can do things while I'm, like, I want to get that done so that I have that available to me. I mean, I'm gonna be very busy for the next 2 days. I will admit that. But also, like, yeah. So. Alright. How do you back? Oh, okay. Turn. Very slowly turn. Ugh. That's what I get. This is what I get for trying to be clever. Being like, I'll park like a good driver. Eh. Oh. Okay. Don't hit the barrels. Got it. Boxes? Sweet. Alright. Let's go. La 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 da 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 da. I like the little boat. That's cute. It has things for shooting, which concern me. In some level, there's a concern there. Oh, we're almost there. Well, that's where the Eternal Tempest is coming from. This seems like a Danger Ops place to come. Perfect. La la la. We're gonna be done after we do this, but this land seems horrifying. Look at this lightning. Oh my god. Okay. We'll just stop. We'll start here because there's a photo point. We'll go ahead and get it. Let's see what it looks like. Oh, where swirling storm clouds gather. That's pretty. Is that a fucking Fatui Harbinger just hanging out on the damn beach? No, it's something.
The insolent shall be punished. Sacred name, fortune preserver. Boba, get them! Where are you? Impertinent fool, be gone! Nice and spicy. To ashes.
I don't want to use that. So, I'm going to try not to use that if I can help it. I don't want to use my ult. She's almost dead.
Shall eventually
I don't know what those things are. I've never gotten them before. That's new. Alright. This place is terrifying. Oh no. This place is terrifying. I do not. I am trying not to pull a bunch of extra stuff. This is a village? Oh my god. This is mildly terrifying. This is spooky. I gotta look for fucking flowers and fruit here? This is spooky. Well, where do the... Okay. Well, now I'm here. Just for my own edification. Where is this fruit? Of the fruit of the grass which grows on the island. It's gotta be around here. I don't have any... Wait. Underneath the Death Thunderstone. Of course! I don't need the majority of it. I need... Yeah, I mean, I need, like... 3. For now. I need 3. No, you know what? I'm gonna stop. It's late, and I really need to rest, so... I still have to do some things before I can go to bed. So, we're gonna stop. I might ask you for help, on my off days. Maybe. But anyway. Wow. What a whirlwind. Oh, I still have other ones. Okay. I am, wow. We got a lot done today. That's, moderately overwhelming. And we actually got up to 900. You know what? It's only 160. It's fine. I will get that back. I'm gonna buy one of these so that we can do the draw, and that's how we're gonna end the night. Because it's bugging me, and I'm just gonna do it. Screw it. Alright, ready? Let's see if we get anything. 1 and 2 and 3, go! Four stars. Whatever it is. Oh, we got another Noelle. I'll take that. That gives me a constellation. I mean, a pretty garbage draw, but getting another Noelle and getting a constellation out of it is... It is well worth it. 100% worth. I got your back. While sweeping time and breastplate are both in effect, the chance of breastplate healing activating is increased to 100%. Bam! Big heals. Let's go. All right. Oh. Oh. I'm gonna... I still have to find things here, obviously. But I'm gonna go ahead and teleport back to a location that I'm comfortable in, that's safe. Because this place is terrifying. Let's go to Mondstadt. Let's go. Oh, yeah, no. Don't let him fool you. So Zaya's on my shit list. Zaya's on my shit list because he did the regular draw. He did the standard draw, and he got Jean. And I was toasty. Let me tell you about salt. I had some fucking salt.
If there's nothing better to do, we could go foraging for ingredients.
I was salty. I'm not even gonna lie. That I was salty. It's fine. It's fine. She will come to me eventually. I was salt. I'm not even gonna lie that I was salt. Alright. Let's go down here and redeem our adventure rewards, and then we will be good to go.
Ad Astra Abyssos.
I know Jean's super
Welcome
good.
to the Adventurers
That's why I
Guild.
was salty. And she said, I didn't even realize she was Animo. That's even better. Ugh. So much salt. Oh. Oh, I got a scholar headpiece. That's pretty good. Claim rewards. And yeet. Alright. Alright. We done. I am tired. Late stream. Kinda cool. I enjoyed it.
Whether pyro slimes taste better with salt and pepper or garlic and herbs.
You so weird. So weird, little girl. Yeah, he also got Shogun and Jean. And I was just like, all of the salt. So anyway, it's fine. I'm gonna go now. I'll be back on Tuesday with more Genshin. I'm probably gonna get into trouble on Genshin at some point over the next couple of days. So, thanks for watching. Hope you had fun. I know I did. And I will see everybody next time after I've slept for like 2 days. See ya!